I would say. I was talking with Drew, and this is his second time, which is crazy because Drew's done so much in this league, and he's on so many good teams, but it's hard to get to this spot. So definitely a cool thing to be a part of, and thankful and blessed, and just got to go out there and embrace the moment.
Derek White, gratitude about being in the conference finals, third straight year for him. Sixth time in 8 years for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown has played in all 6 of those. Fifth for Jason Tatum. This is game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And for everyone that's taken it for granted, I'll tell you someone who did not take it for granted, that's the Indiana Pacers, because nobody thought they were going to be here on the start of this night. And now, not only are they playing with house money, Max, they have a legitimate right to play the world is against us card after the way the last 2 weeks were handled going into New York, when the whole world, it seemed, and me wanted New York to be the team on the other end of the Eastern Conference Finals. And the way the games were televised, the way the coverage was, and now you have a team that is basically healthy, the number 2 offense in the history of the game. The only bad news is they're facing the number 1 offense in the history of the game over the next 7 games. But the Pacers, to me, just a far more dangerous opponent than what was left of the Knicks would have been.
Well, I truly agree with that. I think that the Pacers are a lot more dangerous. But at the same time, they were asking me on TV the other day, I said, let me get this straight. The Celtics can score as many points as the Pacers, but the Pacers are not a defensive team. So the Celtics have a clear-cut advantage because they can get stops, whereas the Pacers don't even want to get stopped.
All right, you got the Kristaps Porzingis issue. No surprise that he's not going to play in the first 2 games of the series, at least. That much we know. What happens when the series shifts over the weekend to Indianapolis, we shall see. But obviously no Porzingis. Are we at the point now where that matters, or is Indiana a team you're going to be able to, put the Band-Aid on here for the next few games without him?
No. And the reason why is because Kristaps Porzingis has to play before the finals begin. And so, why is that? Why not save him? No. Because you cannot simulate, you can't jump right back into the finals after being out for almost a month. That just doesn't happen. He has to get the pace of the game, the speed of the game. So if I'm the Celtics, I have to have him in one of those last 2 games.
The Celtics have been here many times before. The Pacers now, for the first time in 10 years, they are in the Eastern Conference Finals. There were 5 games in the regular season. Why 5? Because of the in-season tournament game, which was really the spotlight game of the regular season series between these teams. Indiana beat the Celtics twice, both those games at the Fieldhouse. And the game that had the highest stakes obviously was that game. It was tied with 1.5 minutes to go, and the Pacers ended up winning by 10. They had Buddy Hield back then. He made a bunch of shots in that stretch. And that, to me, is the worst-case scenario for the Celtics, is you get that irrational confidence of youth when guys like Nembhard, obviously Halliburton, Nesmith start knocking down shots. Can they do that, though, on the road?
Well, they've done it in Madison Square Garden. So, yeah, you can do it on the road. But I think that you're talking about a team that is much better defensively. At the end, you looked at the New York Knicks. Who were their top defenders at guard? I'll wait for it.
Here's my question.
I'll wait.
Is there a double standard? It's very clear the narrative here that is being painted nationally, which is the Celtics have had an easy path. You can already see if this ends the way I think it's going to end in 4 weeks with you and I on a duck boat, I still think people are going to be – I know you're not going to go. I get it. They're going to pick apart – I got a son who's going to want to go. So
take my place.
The people are going to pick apart, ignoring the fact that the Denver Nuggets a year ago, who are now out, had the easiest path ever to a championship. That's number 1. Number 2, nobody cares. In 5 years from now, 10 years from now, who you play.
They don't put that on your ring.
No, they don't.
And you remember Scalabrine saying before, like,
5 years from now, 10 years from now,
I'll be the Finals MVP.
MVP.
Well,
right.
No, you weren't that.
But as time goes by, it does certainly change things. Here's my question to you before we look back to the Cleveland series. Is there a double standard here when the Indiana Pacers beat a Milwaukee team that didn't have Giannis and beat a Knicks team that had about 8 players and 13 workable limbs by the time they got to the end of that series?
Well, there is a double standard because the Celtics have set a precedent about who they are because of the regular season, what they did during the regular season. You're continuously saying, the best offense in the history of offenses with the Boston Celtics. Defensively, they've been good. Look at the star players they have. Look at the power that they have. So a double standard is always going to be set.
All right, the recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SportsHub. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook and code SportsHub. The crown is yours. The Cleveland Cavaliers, not unlike the Indiana Pacers, they had to win a 7th game. They did it at home to advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals, and the number 1 seed was waiting. Celtics in the home white, green letters and numbers, traditional uniforms. Cleveland in the road black, maroon and gold with the trim. Al Horford beats Evan Mobley on the opening tap, and the Eastern Conference semifinals are underway. Derek White turns, nasty step back on Merrill, and he drills another one.
That man is doggone it sick. Get him some pills. He's sick out there.
Derek White enters to Tatum. Tatum attacks, scores, and the foul. Drive home safely. Just another workman-like, business-like, what's next-like effort from the Boston Celtics here in Game 1. It's the same show we have seen from Game 1 through Game 88. Celtics down to 6 of 20 from distance. Mitchell pull up on Tatum for 3.
That's answering right there, man.
Cavs are playing a perfect road game here. Tatum right on him. Mitchell, 2 seconds to go. Mitchell falls away. He gets the 3 off and hits it at the buzzer. And Donovan Mitchell stares down the crowd. And he has earned that right. A 36-point third quarter for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tatum holding the ball low, spins, drives baseline, 2-hand slam, beats Drews easily. Merrill had no chance to get there. 25, 11, and 5 for Jason Tatum. A superstar performance and a superstar night here in prime time. Boston by 16. Rebound, Tatum deflects it towards Al Horford. Return to Tatum. Baseline extended. Kick out. Holiday runs to the other corner. All alone for 3 more. And the Celtics have scored the first 14 points of the second half and suddenly have a 23-point lead.
Oh, are they doing it on this on defensive end, Sean Grandy?
Derek White going slowly with that right-hand dribble. Straight away now, moves it left corner. Holiday bounce past Tatum out of the wing. Forward to shot clock. Tatum spins on the vert. To the left hand, falls away. Really tough 3. Got it! And Tatum pumping his fist. He's put the Celtics up by 5. He's got 23 in the first half. Tatum deep on the left side against Dean Wade. Garland jumps out of him. Tatum turns the corner. Kick out. Open. Jalen 3. Got it! Jalen Brown knocks down the killer 3 with 1:07 to go. And that's all that separates the Celtics from a 3-1 series lead. Jalen turns the corner. Attacks. Kick out. Holiday touches to Horford. How fitting would this be? A straightaway 3 for Al Horford, his 6th of the night in a virtuoso performance for number 42. 1986, the last time the Celtics made the conference finals, only losing 2 games. It's become a rite of spring in Boston. Derek White dribbles into the front court, and the final seconds will tick off the clock. For the 6th time in 8 years, and the 3rd year in a row, the Boston Celtics are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. First in offense, first in scoring margin, first in net rating, first to clinch a playoff spot, first to 40 wins, first to 50 wins, first to 60 wins. Tonight, they're the first to reach the Final 4. The final score in Game 5, Boston 113, Cleveland 98. How about Al Horford being the best player on the floor as the Celtics reach the Eastern Conference Finals for the 3rd straight year? He's also the only Celtic who was alive the last time the Celtics reached the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times in a row back in the late 80s. And it was extraordinary. He was the best player on the floor in Game 5. He was the top plus-minus player, top net rating player in the series. I thought if you only want to have a discussion about that series, the only compelling thing was who was the MVP of the series. And I really thought it was Jason Tatum, which brings me to the next part of our discussion, which is how the double standard that Jason Tatum is being treated with nationally is extraordinary at this point. Like, Anthony Edwards goes 6 of 24 in a game. He's still the next big thing. Jokic has a bad game. Everything is erased. Tatum misses a couple of threes. If he makes 4 or 5 more threes and is shooting an average number from 3, nobody's saying a word. But it's if he goes 2 for 9 from 3 instead of 4 for 9 from 3.
You know how you shut that all up?
Win
a championship. And then all the stuff that you're talking about, all the naysayers, they go away. The naysayers are there because you don't win. And you can't say anything when a team wins.
By the way, if you think Al Horford didn't want the week off and wanted to sleep in, his Game 5, not only 22 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks in the 6 threes was the first in playoff history. Third time ever. Just this, 7 offensive rebounds, 3 blocks, and 6 threes. There have been 65,000 games in the history of the NBA. That had never happened before. Al did it in Game 5.
Al Horford was sensational. I mean, shooting the basketball, and I don't think I've ever seen him pumped up like that. Just full of energy, just understood the moment. Like, okay, let's get this thing over with, and let's get on to the next series. And he put his fingerprint on that.
All right, the primary concern to me, the Pacers are significantly
Go!
better.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my highlight from last night's.
I'm just saying go.
I'm just curious. You have a 50-50 chance. Who won this game? Don't look.
Edmonton.
Good for you. On to the Western Conference Finals. The Rangers, Madison Square Garden, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals, but the Knicks obviously did not because the Indiana Pacers just outlasted them. That was just a war of attrition. And to me, the biggest play of the season for the Indiana Pacers, and the reason they're here right now, is Andrew Nembhard hitting that 3 at the end of Game 3. If the Knicks win that game, there is no Game 6. There's no Game 7 for the rest of the Knicks to fall apart, and New York advances and win that series. But the Pacers, again, playing with house money, and here's something else that they have. They've got, to me, the wild card. It's not Halliburton. Nesmith always plays well against the Celtics. The former Celtic, we know that. We know what Miles Turner can do. To me, the wild card here is a guy who has hurt the Celtics all year long. I have extraordinary numbers here on Pascal Siakam. Siakam played in 5 games against the Celtics this year. His team lost all 5, and yet when he was on the floor, the team outscored the Celtics by 25 points total, which is amazing for a guy that didn't win a single game. He, to me, is a problem.
Hey, it's a problem. He's going to be a problem, and you have to score on him. But the other guy, to me, is going to be a problem, is that McConnell guy. TJ can be a problem.
But if we ever had the Spider-Man doppelganger set up here, everybody's waiting to see Peyton Pritchard and TJ McConnell, because that is essentially the same dude.
I think that TJ, when you think about him, he is heady. He gets in. He's disruptive. Peyton isn't as disruptive as that kid. He sticks his nose in every time.
All right, Max's player to bank on for Game 1, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. At the home court advantage this spring with CSB's Safeguard Mortgage. You can modify your interest rate once within the first 5 years. Perfect for when rates go down. Get details at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender.
Jason Tatum. Go with Jason Tatum again, because you want to start the series off. If you're greatly maligned, how do you shut people up? And here's what I really believe about Jason Tatum. We haven't seen the best of him yet in the playoffs. We've just seen glimpses. But when he gets it going, and so it's cooking, there's going to be some problems. There are going to be some problems.
And he cooked big time in the 5 games in the regular season against the Indiana Pacers. Still to come on the Game 1 edition of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Our conversation with Joe Mazzulla about how he has managed these long gaps between series, where he has had another one now, obviously, before Game 1, 6 days since the Celtics last played. We'll take our trip around the NBA. All defensive teams were announced today. And if you missed the Game 7 doubleheader on Sunday, we'll revisit some of that. But coming up next, Joe Murray has Sports Hub headlines. But the headline is at TD Garden tonight. The Eastern Conference Finals are minutes away from beginning right here on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we're changing the way homeowners think about roofing, siding, and window projects. It doesn't have to be stressful or take weeks of your time. Our process is efficient and stress-free every step of the way. It starts with a free consultation where we discover the best options for your home and budget together. We want to talk with you, not at you, and most of all, we want to listen. At Marshall, we know every roofing, siding, and window project is unique, so we work hard to never lose sight of your vision. It's your project, your terms. Why settle for less?
Are you covered by Medicaid? Take steps to make sure you and your family stay covered. It's easy. All you need to do is keep your contact information up to date so the state can reach you when it's your turn to renew. Be sure to watch for mail from the state of Rhode Island, then take action right away. If you have health insurance through Medicaid, it's easy to make sure you stay covered. To learn more or get help with your Medicaid renewal, visit staycovered.ri.gov. That's staycovered.ri.gov.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
Looking to consolidate your debt, lower your interest rate, or need to borrow money? We can help. Borrow up to $50,000 with a personal loan from Westerly Community Credit Union. With our low rates, you can enjoy one monthly payment you can afford. Apply today at westerlyccu.com/loan. Visit one of our branches located in Wakefield, Westerly, Richmond, or Coventry. Or call 401-596-7000 today.
Are you dreaming of more freedom, more dough to thrive, and financial options to keep your dreams alive? If you can dream it, then Bread provides, yeah. More than a bank, we're here for you all the way. With Bread, your best life starts today. Yeah, your money doing so much more. Bread is just the thing that you're looking for. Cause Bread loves everyone. And it's the type of journey that should be fun. The life you always wanted, time to make it true. Cause you deserve it, and Bread is the one for you.
For additional information, please visit breadfinancial.com.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Game 1 of the NHL Eastern Conference Finals begins tonight between the New York Rangers and Florida Panthers. It is a rematch from last year's matchup. And the Red Sox in action right now in Tampa Bay. They trail 2-1 in the top of the 5th inning. Headlines, they are brought to you by Dr. Matthew Lopresti and Leonard Hair Transplant Associates, the hair doctor of Hardy, Brian Scalabrine at 1-800-GET-HAIR. I'm Joe Murray, Grandy and Max. They take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
AC8 Seeds is a sweet choice for more reasons than one. Our Homegrown Giving Give Back program donates $10,000 to a deserving nonprofit organization on behalf of Crystal Brand Sugar Beet seed growers. You nominate, we donate. How sweet is that? Who's eligible? First responders, youth programs, food banks, healthcare clinics, and more. Where should this year's local homegrown giving donation go? Let us know. Be the heart of your hometown. Nominate an organization today at achseeds.com.
Listen. That's your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event when Dave, the sales guy, asks, want to test drive the Rogue? And I'm like, let's go. We're driving when Dave says, check out the VC turbo engine. I hit the gas and whoosh. I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Dave goes, if you think that's cool, watch this. Dave shows me the miles per gallon and I'm like, whoa, that's pretty impressive fuel economy. Dave mentions, these new cars are going fast. And in that moment, I had to have that Rogue. Crazy, right?
Wait till you hear how I got my Sentra.
Get a low $279 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Shop the Nissan sales event. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. 2024 EPA fuel economy estimates from 28 city, 34 highway to 30 city, 37 highway for 2024 Nissan Rogue. Actual mileage may vary. Well-qualified lessees, 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive, $43.89 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. N6324.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Celtics and Pacers on the floor. We are minutes away from the Eastern Conference Finals, game number 1. Our trip around the NBA presented by the Massachusetts Health Connector. Act now, get covered at mahealthconnector.org.
And Edwards, it's a three. Good! We've got a 1-point game with the defending champions at home.
How cool was it to have Kevin Harlan calling that game on TNT, the original voice of the Minnesota Timberwolves, as Minnesota came from 20 down on the road in Game 7 to eliminate the defending champion Denver Nuggets and advance to the Western Conference Finals, which they will open tomorrow night hosting the Dallas Mavericks. We've been talking about Minnesota all year, Max. A defensive team so big, so strong, and we thought they had a real chance to match up well with Denver. And when that series turned around, when it got back to Minnesota, you're like, well, that was their chance. But they simply just refused to surrender.
Well, it was interesting to see all those things you talked about. And that Denver, one thing they finally ended up missing was Jeff Green and Bruce Brown.
No doubt.
Those guys, that they did not have a bench. They did not have those secondary guys to go to. And that's really what hurt them.
What's so funny was the game on Sunday took place on the 20th anniversary exactly of the last time Minnesota, and the only time Minnesota reached the conference finals in that epic Kevin Garnett performance against the Chris Webber and the Sacramento Kings in 2004, and Karl Anthony Towns knew it.
I mean, just shout out to KG. Happy birthday, KG. Here's your present from all of us.
It was his birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, my boy.
So, I mean, it's special. It's special anytime you get a chance to do it. But like you said, to have a legend who led the Timberwolves like that and then come 20 years later and be able to be in the same situation that he was in, I think it's very special.
When you're in the spotlight, as much as a player like Karl Anthony Towns is, you get your share of criticism. Karl Anthony Towns in Game 7 shut down Nikola Jokic.
Did a great job. I mean, he did a wonderful job, and I don't think anybody thought that was possible, but Jokic wasn't really the issue. Murray got shut down. That was a big thing. He got shut down, and then they did. What was that supporting cast that they had? Gordon had how many? Porter had how many?
There was a fear about Denver here in Boston all along. And everyone would constantly point out to me that Denver beat the Celtics twice in the regular season. They won a game here by 2 points, which the Celtics missed about 45 layups. I believe deep in my heart that the Celtics would have beaten Denver in the NBA Finals. I believed in that matchup, and the primary reason is Denver's bench was just not reliable, and the non-Jokic minutes were going to be what decided it.
Well, how about this? He didn't have no non-Jokic minutes in that last game.
No doubt.
He played all but 1 minute in that game. So that's how desperate they were at that particular point.
So the Denver Nuggets lose Game 7 at home. Their title reign lasts a single year. Minnesota on to the conference finals. Earlier Sunday at Madison Square Garden.
For these Pacers. Brunson turns it over. Halliburton, good hands. Lays it up and in. The steal and the bucket. And Tom Thibodeau wants a timeout. The Pacers respond to this early onslaught from the Knicks, and they're back up a dozen.
I'm not going to pretend to be neutral when it comes to my friend Mike Breen and the job he's done and has done in this league over the last few years. But it was extraordinarily impressive when he had to call that game right down the middle. When the network he was working for wasn't really treating it right down the middle, but knowing how much it would have meant to so many people to have the Knicks in the conference finals for the first time in 24 years, but the Pacers left no doubt on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, the best team won at the end. I mean, the New York Knicks, that's a hell of a team. When healthy, on paper, better team. But because you had all those injuries, they just wore you down.
And to have Jalen Brunson break his hand in the 7th game, I mean, can you imagine if the Knicks had somehow survived what they would have looked like coming here for Game 1 tonight?
Doesn't look pretty.
Ticket prices, secondary market was pretty well low as the Knicks advanced to the conference final. So it is all set up today. All defensive team today, Max, real quick. Drew Holiday and Derek White both on the second team.
Absolutely. Should have been, I think, really on the first team.
And now, can the Celtics keep that defense up against the offensive juggernaut that is the Indiana Pacers? We'll talk about that as we get you ready for Game 1. Our conversation with Joe Mazzulla is next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we're changing the way homeowners think about roofing, siding, and window projects. It doesn't have to be stressful or take weeks of your time. Our process is efficient and stress-free every step of the way. It starts with a free consultation where we discover the best options for your home and budget together. We want to talk with you, not at you. And most of all, we want to listen. At Marshall, we know every roofing, siding, and window project is unique, so we work hard to never lose sight of your vision. It's your project, your terms. Why settle for less?
Are you covered by Medicaid? Take steps to make sure you and your family stay covered. It's easy. All you need to do is keep your contact information up to date so the state can reach you when it's your turn to renew. Be sure to watch for mail from the state of Rhode Island, then take action right away. If you have health insurance through Medicaid, it's easy to make sure you stay covered. To learn more or get help with your Medicaid renewal, visit staycovered.ri.gov. That's staycovered.ri.gov.
ACH Seeds is a sweet choice for more reasons than one. Our homegrown giving give back program donates $10,000 to a deserving nonprofit organization on behalf of Crystal Brand sugar beet seed growers. You nominate, we donate. How sweet is that? Who's eligible? First responders, youth programs, food banks, healthcare clinics, and more. Where should this year's local homegrown giving donation go? Let us know. Be the heart of your hometown. Nominate an organization today at achseeds.com.
This episode is made possible by PwC. It's getting hot out here. Moving the mercury can help move your business. PwC helps turn sustainability theory into real-world action. Reduce your carbon footprint while increasing transparency in net zero commitments. Start with reporting to identify your climate risks and reinvent your business. Create a more sustainable business and a stronger planet. It's all part of The New Equation. Learn more at thenewequation.com.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Boston's home for sports is 95 The Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station.
Interview with the Coach brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market. Download the Shaw's and Star Market delivery deals apps today. Save on groceries and gas. Go shopping, get rewards. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Boston Celtics Radio Network. Here's Grandy with the Coach.
Joe Murray, thank you. I have an odd one to start because it's been so long. Do you feel, and it's almost as if, are you getting into any rhythm now with this 3 straight series where you've had about a week between games, not knowing who you were going to play until 48 hours before? Or twists and turns. Does it almost feel like there's a pattern now?
But we've gotten into a good groove. I think, just kind of going about the way we do things. And I think the guys have done a really good job treating every day the same. No day feels like, we don't need to be here or, why. Like every day the guys come in with an intentionality to get better. And sometimes that's focusing on us and sometimes it's focusing on our opponent. So that's been the best rhythm, is just the way we've attacked practices. And now we have an opportunity to kind of translate that to the games.
When you have a week, if there's one thing that is particularly of concern to you, are you doing that right away? Are you doing a little bit every day? Are you waiting until it gets closer to the actual games? I guess the question really in the bigger picture was, how are you managing these weeks that are so unusual?
I think you just find a couple things that you want to get better at as a team. I think going into a playoff series, there's always things that you can sharpen up. Obviously, the margins, the details, simple. Just execution is always important. You want to have a day where the guys kind of do just individual work and they get better on the things that they need to get better at as each individual player. And then there's always themes that come up within a playoff series. You got to be ready for coverages. You got to be ready, for adjustments. The beautiful word. Things that
that's game 2.
You might want to go to. So you just try to balance it out. You try to get a little bit of. You make a checklist. It's like, here are the things we want to cover. Here's what we need to get better at. Here's what we can anticipate regardless of who we're playing. And then you kind of go from there.
Once upon a time, part of your job was doing a scout in the playoffs for a team that you may or may not play. This is the part, I was going to say this is the part no one sees, but now there's 8 different documentaries going on. I'm not sure there's a part that nobody sees. But you have a full staff, in particular Phil Pressey, Jermaine Buckner, doing advanced scout work. Did you have a series like 3 years ago, maybe Miami, that didn't end up happening?
We were the year after the bubble when we played Brooklyn in the first round. I had a double scout. I had both Miami and Milwaukee. So I was watching double the games, and But the guys that you mentioned, Jermaine and Phil, there's always guys like that behind the scenes. Those two guys did a great job of finding some kind of underlying stats for Indiana in the 48 hours that we had to prepare for them. And so, the assistants have a lot of work to do, but those guys do a tremendous job of just kind of tying up all the loose ends, going down small rabbit holes, finding things that may be a thing, that may not be a thing. Those things are valuable, and those guys came up big for this series.
All right, here's a puzzle through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Everyone says, hey, the Celtics are better when they play faster. You're second out of 16 offensively in the playoffs, small sample size. First in true shooting. Dead last in pace. Is there any explanation to that other than how the league keeps those numbers?
I don't even know how people define pace.
Number of possessions per minute is essentially what it is.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the other team can drag you. If they play a slow pace, they can drag you into it. Is it being up by, if you're up by 20, you're going to maybe play a little slower because you're trying to milk the clock, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's, I guess it's what I like to do sometimes is when I hear people say, oh, the Celtics have to play fast because they're much better when they play faster, and yet you haven't been in the playoffs. Is there a reason for that?
I never really thought about that. To me, it's just playing the game that needs to be played depending upon who we're playing against. And every series is different and every game is different, Our definition of pace is a little bit different. It's how quickly can we get into the possession, how quickly can we get into our spacing, how quickly can we find the advantage, how quickly can we put two on the ball, how quickly can we get into the paint. Like those things is how we define pace. So there's a lot of different definitions of pace. So yeah, I just that's what we focus on, and I didn't really know that we were last in pace.
Well, once in a while, if I can come up with some new information that makes people think, I pride myself on that. That, of course, is the real segue to Indiana and the way they play. They score because they get open shots. They get more open shots than everybody else. This is the quote I pulled from you over the last couple of days. They don't have predictable spacing. When you're playing a service academy in football, they run the option, which makes every play somewhat unpredictable. So the word coaches on the other side always use about their defense is discipline. Is there something similar here?
Yeah, I mean, this series is about team and individual toughness and discipline on the defensive end of the floor. They're going to test us every possession with our shifts, with our ability to know personnel. And because of their unpredictability and conceptual style offense, no one possession will be the same. No quarter will be the same. And so, we have to do a great job of knowing exactly what we're taking away and what we're living with. They're a great team. They're going to score. So we've got to know exactly, hey, these are the things that we have to eliminate. These are the things that we're going to live with. And then these are the things that we got to be prepared to adjust to. So just having a clear mind as to exactly, what we're living with, what we're taking away, making sure we do it with effort and toughness, that's the first step.
That's Joe before game one. You had to do both teams in that playoff series. So I didn't realize. I always thought it was somebody got assigned one team, and instead of watching the game, you literally had to watch the game twice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, though. We got down 2-0 or something.
So you started watching reruns of Curve.
I didn't...
And it wasn't that, and that series, by the way, didn't like Milwaukee just blew. The first game was close, right? And then the other games were all 20, 30-point games.
Yep.
The game within the game.
So I watched like a game or two. I think we went down 2-0 and then 1-1. So then I watched another game, and then I think it was 3-1. And then I was like, okay, I'm not watching it anymore.
I think it might have been a sweep. I got to look back. But I think the first game was close, and then Milwaukee won. I guess, good thing there was no 8 documentaries then. I would have been watching all time. All right, game one is next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
What a beautiful day in nature. Take it from a little bug like me. Nothing makes you feel more alive. Oh, whoa, I almost got frogged. That was a close call. But boy, do I feel capital A alive. Luckily for you humans, Nature's Way put that thrilling feeling of aliveness in a bottle. Nature's Way Alive Women's Multivitamin Gummies with 16 vitamins and minerals. Delicious multivitamins inspired by nature. Whoa, better luck next time, pal. Nature's Way.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we care about your home because we care about the life you live in it. Why do we do what we do? It's simple. The people. We've raised the standard for what you can expect during a roofing, siding, and window project because you deserve more. More communication, more options, more time spent on the important things in life instead of worrying about home maintenance. So when it comes to your next roofing, siding, or window project, expect more, get more with Marshall. Call today or visit marshallbr.com to schedule your free estimate.
Você está coberto pelo Medicaid? Tome medidas para se certificar de que você e a sua família estão cobertos. É fácil. Basta manter as suas informações de contato atualizadas para que o Estado possa contactar quando for a sua vez de renovar. Esteja atento ao correio do Estado de Rhode Island. Em seguida, haja de imediato. Para saber mais ou obter ajuda com a renovação do seu Medicaid, visite staycovered.ri.gov. É o staycovered.ri.gov.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
The last time we gathered at TD Garden, the Celtics had a closeout opportunity in front of them. If the series had extended, the young legs would have been fine. But the old man, the three, he wanted to sleep in. Jaylen Brown loses Dean Wade. He falls down, but he's going to move it to Tatum instead. Tatum kick out. Al, open three. Got it.
Who says you need Geritol?
Jaylen turns the corner, attacks, kick out. Holiday touches to Horford. How fitting would this be? A straightaway three for Al Horford, his 6th of the night, in a virtuoso performance for number 42. But while the Celtics have simply continued their regular season dominance into the Final Four, the rest of the league, it seems, has been in chaos. Bucks gone, Thunder gone, Clippers, Lakers, Sixers, now the champion Nuggets all gone. The pull towards the first Boston-New York Conference Final in a half-century made it feel inevitable. But there was one more curveball no one saw coming. The Knicks ran out of players, the Pacers never ran out of offense, and now a Final Four matchup no one saw coming. The NBA Finals await the first of 4. Celtics and the Indiana Pacers, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals is next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Clinton Savings Bank, Catches Law, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh, Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, Apex Entertainment Center, and by Cat's Eye Pest Control.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
By Town Fair Tire, Cambridge Savings Bank, Nissan, Bosch Tools, Gulf Oil, 110 Grill, VA New England, and by Ticketmaster.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Mass Mutual, Michelob Ultra, East Coast Metal Roofing, your New England Honda dealers, UMass Lowell, Massachusetts Health Connector, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
There have been nights throughout the early part of the playoff run where it felt more like a regular season game inside TD Garden. Not tonight. It is raucous, it is loud, it is ready for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The starting lineup brought to you as always by Cambridge Savings Bank. Put CSB into your small business's starting lineup to move your business forward. Creative solutions and quick decisions. Visit CambridgeSavings.com/small business to start your relationship today. Tyrese Halliburton, will he be the man again as he was at Madison Square Garden on Sunday throughout the second half of that series against New York? Andrew Nembhard might have hit the biggest shot of the year, one of them in the NBA, in Game 3 last Friday night, extending that series. In game number 3, when the Knicks were about to go up 3-0, Aaron Nesmith, the former Celtic, and Pascal Siakam, the former Raptor, both played well against the Celtics at the 3 and the 4 spot, and Miles Turner up front. The Celtics, of course, in Game 1 will sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Drew Holiday, UCLA.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley. Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Al Horford, University of Florida.
Max's Keys to Game 1 brought to you by your local New England Honda dealer. Adventure more. Rory Less with a certified pre-owned Honda and Honda back benefits. Learn more at NewEnglandHondaDealers.com.
Well, it starts out like this, not giving up second chance opportunities. Biggest thing, controlling the initial point of attack. Because if you do that and you don't let these guys go downhill, you're going to be so much better.
Nobody is sitting here at TD Garden. The chant of Let's Go Celtics as the teams wander onto the floor to begin this Eastern Conference Final Series. The opening tip of Game 1 presented by Gulf Oil. It all starts here. Gulf, the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics, who beat the Pacers 3 out of 5 in the regular season. 5 because of the in-season tournament. That was the extra game, which the Pacers won in December to advance to Las Vegas. Now, both these teams trying to they're in a very different Final Four with a much bigger prize at the end of this best-of-7 series. Feels like the Garden again now. Celtics in Game 1 where the home white, green letters and numbers, they'll go left to right. Indiana wearing the yellow jerseys with the navy blue numbers. The black letters, they will go right to left. Miles Turner will jump in against Al Horford, and the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals are underway. Pacers win the tip. Siakam will control. He had a very good year against the Celtics. 4 the games for Toronto and 1 game for Indiana. He moves it to Nembhard, left side guarded by Derek White. Now the first up return, lobs on the inside, lazily picked off by Jason Tatum. Tatum floats it ahead to Jaylen Brown. The Eastern Conference Finals begin with a right-hand slam that easily could have been an and one.
Wow, it looked like it could have been an and one.
Pacers trying to push it the other way.
Letting them play already?
Crowd didn't need the extra jolt Racing down the right side, Siakam floats it up, blocked at the rim by Al Horford. But they called goaltending. Very late call, which you couldn't hear because it was so loud in here.
Ooh. Good look at that one again. Al Horford comes in. Oh, I think the Celtics, they're going to challenge.
How about that? Joe Mazzulla is going to challenge 35 seconds in.
Oh.
Talk about setting a tone. You couldn't hear the whistle. It was so loud. But it'll trigger a timeout, and we will take it. 35 seconds into game one for the moment. Boston 2, Indiana 2 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
The Coca-Cola Company, Keurig Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo are bringing consumers more choices with less sugar than ever before. From sparkling, flavored and bottled waters to zero sugar sports drinks, teas, and sodas, consumers are taking advantage of these choices. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages sold contain zero sugar. To learn more, visit balanceus.org.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we're changing the way homeowners think about roofing, siding, and window projects. It doesn't have to be stressful or take weeks of your time. Our process is efficient and stress-free every step of the way. It starts with a free consultation where we discover the best options for your home and budget together. We want to talk with you, not at you, and most of all, we want to listen. At Marshall, we know every roofing, siding, and window project is unique, so we work hard to never lose sight of your vision. It's your project, your terms. Why settle for less?
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability. It's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Well, that was interesting. 35 seconds into the game, we have a coach's challenge, and the Celtics win it, so they hang on to their narrow 2-point lead here, Max, at 2-0. 30.
The challenge. And here's the thing that really was crazy about it. With that block, the Celtics had an advantage. They were running their break. They were going back the other way.
First 5 minutes of game one are brought to you by your New England Ford dealers at F-Series, America's best-selling truck with 47 straight banners to prove it. They're his statistical performance for the ages in the closeout game 5 against Cleveland on Wednesday.
Increase the pressure. Attack as much as you can.
Historically, this is a tough spot. Teams that enter a game one after playing a game 7 win barely 30% of the time. Home teams win game 1 of the conference finals nearly 80% of the time. But I genuinely feel there's a little more on these games for the Celtics, these first two, because it's going to be very, very difficult. Everyone's become accustomed, Max, to the Celtics going in and winning 2 games on the road. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that at Indiana.
I'll tell you what, if you know, first things first, obviously, but you want to try to, if you're going to win, keep your home court advantage. That's what I look for with the series.
Drew Holiday walks through the logo. Tatum on the left side. Guarded by Neesmith at the beginning. Right-hand dribble. They're hunting Halliburton. He's got him deep on the right side now. Halliburton comes out to challenge Tatum. Tatum still dribbling in the right hand. Goes behind his back. Has it in the left inside the free throw line. Here's the step-back jumper. Bounces out. Horford keeps the offensive rebound alive. Taps it to Holiday in the corner for 3.
Al Horford. My God, what kind of that man? Mexican doggone jumping beans?
7 offensive rebounds in game 5, and he starts with 1 here. 5-0 Boston. Nimhart. Derek White steps into the paint, elevates. Derek White gobbles up the shot. Neesmith found 1 bounce pass lead. Jalen switches to the right hand in the last second. Keeps it away from Nimhart and scores off the line.
And they're doing it on their defensive end. That's where it starts.
Celtics score the first 7 of game 1. Turner. Now Nembhard comes to get it. Left-hand dribble. Horford waiting for him. Bounce pass. Turner rises, scoops. Does not get the bounce. Horford has the rebound. Celtics lead 7-0 into the offensive end. Lead for Derek White. Has to step on Neesmith. Pulls up on him and scores about 2 feet away.
Man, I'm a little surprised that Rick Carlisle is letting this thing go on.
Well, they've already had a timeout. 9-0 Boston. Here's the entry. First row touch for Siakam. Pounds Tatum. This is the matchup they have to win. Siakam steps back, misses badly in the paint. Loose ball fumbled around. Siakam will chase it down. Derek White punches at it. Siakam keeps control. Spins at the mid-block. Turns. Fires. No good. Back iron. Rebound Holiday. Pacers have missed their first 4. Jaylen Brown up the right side against Halliburton. Jaylen throws the shoulder into Halliburton. Spins on him. Drives baseline. Draws the double. Kick out. Open. Holiday. 3. No good. The rebound for Siakam. Wide open shot for Holiday. Lead up the left side. Stepping in, scooping, and missing his layup with Neesmith. And the Pacers are 0 for 5. Derek White into the offensive end against Halliburton. Celtics going to hunt him all series. Derek White over the shoulder pass. Horford clean looking at 3. Got it.
Now, I think you might have to call timeout.
Rick Carlisle will put a stop to it. Sunday afternoon at Madison Square Garden, everything went right for the Indiana Pacers in the first 3 minutes of the conference finals. Not so much. 9:16 to go, opening quarter of Game 1. Boston 12, Indiana nothing. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it's to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When it comes to your home, we know there are plenty of reasons to protect what's inside. Your family, your photographs, your peace of mind after a long day. At Marshall, we know that protection starts on the outside. We specialize in roofing, siding, and window installations, so we can be sure these critical pieces, easy payment options, investing in your home is more affordable than you may think. So when it comes to your home, protect what's inside with Marshall, your local roofing, siding, and window people.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
The Namco Pool Massive Memorial Day sale is here. Do not wait. Get in now to transform your yard into a budget-friendly oasis. Hundreds of items deeply discounted. Pools, equipment, cleaners, and chemicals, all discounted. Jacuzzis up to $2,000 off, or 0% financing for 36 months. Patio sets up to 50% off. Get into Namco Pool before it's too late. The Namco Pool Massive Memorial Day sale is here. Namco Pool, the most trusted pool company in your community. NamcoPool.com.
Subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
First 5 minutes of Game 1 were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers at F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with 47 straight banners to prove it. Sunday afternoon at Madison Square Garden, the Indiana Pacers set an NBA playoff shooting record. They could not miss. Here to start Game 1 of the conference finals, they have missed their first 5, and the Celtics lead 12-0.
Had a couple of easy shots. Lamar comes in with a left-hand layup. Missed it, tried to get too much on it. Here's the thing.
When you're a young player, Max, too.
That definitely gets bigger. I think the thing I look at, has Halliburton even touched the ball yet?
He touched it briefly. Drew Holiday guarding Nembhard. Nembhard drives to the paint, shuttles it to the corner for a Neesmith three. That comes up short. Rebound, Derek White. Quick outlet. Jaylen Brown running the floor. Lobs it up for Tatum. Bad idea. Neesmith knocks it away. Jaylen should have kept that himself. Celtics make their first mistake of game one. Halliburton against Derek White. Left side, Nembhard. Right-hand dribble drive on Tatum. Gets in deep. Tatum stays with him. Takes the paint away to the kick out Neesmith. All the way back to Turner. Turner against Horford. Horford gobbles him up. Turner falls down. Gets it away to Nembhard. 5 on the shot clock. Bounce entry Siakam against Holiday. Siakam turns, fades. Tough shot, and he hits it.
I got away with a walk then.
Lead for Tatum. He steps in past everybody and scores. The Celtics finally give up the basket. Then they gallop back down the floor in 3 seconds and regain the 12-point lead. 14-2. Miles Turner enters to Siakam. Spins, drives on Tatum, and runs it up and in. Siakam's been the guy here early on. 14-4. Celtics by 10. Lead for Horford. Quick three. No good. He wanted that one. Rebound control. Unchallenged by Nembhard on the weak side. Halliburton against Derek White. Left-hand dribble. Throws out to Nembhard. Pretty good look. Left side three. Got it.
Pacers want to push the tempo.
Jaylen Brown tried to force an lob alley-oop for Tatum. That's what started this momentum turn. Jaylen dribbles in deep against Turner. Turner takes the paint away. Jaylen going to bring it all the way back out. 9 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown against Turner. Shuttle pass, good look for Horford. His three is no good. They're not guarding Horford very close out there. Halliburton has the rebound. Al had a great shooting night, obviously in game 5, but the playoffs he has not shot it well. Halliburton jumps back to his left away from Holiday. His three is throw away a lead pass that Halliburton got to first, and Halliburton just deflects it out of bounds, slowing down the break.
Got his fingertips on that basketball quickly.
Jaylen Brown, conference final player on the floor by a wide margin. And in terms of the first 8 years in NBA play, by the time this series is over, there's only going to be 1 or 2 guys who played more conference finals games in their first 8 years than Jaylen Brown.
Well, here comes that dude in now.
TJ McConnell, so good in the series. By the way, Ben Shepherd, for a rookie, has been very good. Not getting a lot of attention, but he's had a nice playoff run for Indiana. Derek White under out of bounds. Tatum steps in, puts it off the glass and in. They lost Tatum somehow on the under out of bounds. 16-7, Boston by 9. Nearly 5 minutes into game 1. Halliburton, they run away from him, so he's open for 3. He knocks it down. White got run over. No call either way, and the lead is down to 6. And this is what we're going to see in this series. Both these teams are capable of going on long scoring runs. McConnell trying to drape onto Derek White as he comes across half court. Derek White gets it away to Jaylen Brown. Right-hand dribble, McConnell in front of him. Jaylen kick back to Derek White. His three is good. Pacers got to be a little closer out of the three-point line here. 19-10 is the early Boston lead. Halliburton for McConnell. Diagonal kick out. Turner straight away against Al Horford. McConnell comes together. Turns the corner. Push pass in the wing to Obi Toppin. Now Shepherd moves it to McConnell. Right corner against Drew Holiday. McConnell puts it to the floor. Holiday shatters him. McConnell reverses it up and in. Good job by TJ McConnell.
Saw that same move.
Holiday driving it deep against Halliburton. Kick to the corner. Horford bumps with Turner. Spins back to his left. He's in pretty deep. Turns. Jump hook is good.
Oh, he got way down in the box.
9-point lead again. 21-12. Celtics have 21 points in 6 minutes. Here's Turner diving in over Horford. Missed the shot. They call a late foul. Horford tried to pull away, but not enough. And Turner will get the first free throws of the conference finals.
I don't know. I mean, as much as they let you play, I'm a little surprised that they made that call.
I think if he had made the shot, they would not have. Turner gets the first free throw. So, Luke Cornett and Peyton Pritchard get the first entry into the game as Drew Holiday and Al Horford come out as they normally do. Luke Cornett, these are the interesting minutes to me to see if Cornett can be effective in this series or if the Pacers, in the way they play, are almost going to dare Joe Mazzulla to go small. Turner gets the free throws, 21-14, and with Drake May in attendance, Celtics lead by a touchdown. Peyton Pritchard gets a screen from Tatum. Bounce pass for Tatum, coming in strong, floats it up. It bounces out, but he got the foul on the rookie Shepherd, and Tatum will get his first free throws of the series.
Right into the body then. Tatum too long, too quick, too experienced for a young man like that. I mean, I was kind of just funny looking at these games. I mean, funny, when I look at what I would think would be a foul and then what I think shouldn't be a foul. Then the next foul you have is a ticky-tack foul. So they let them play, and then you don't let them play. I'm trying to figure it out. And that's the hardest thing for a player to do because all you want is consistency in these situations.
Tatum gets the first free throw. Second one is in the air and good. Celtics lead by 9, 23-14. 5:45 to go in the opening quarter of game number 1. Halliburton moving to his right. Derek White on his shoulder. Halliburton kick out Turner. One step in. Pump fake. Force it over Cornett. Up and in. Turner now with 4 early. Tatum bad pass. Derek White saves him going out of bounds. Walks it across half court. Pacers better defensively in the second half of the year, but they were atrocious to the start. Tatum catches, switches to the left hand, steps past McConnell, and scores easily.
That dude right there is killing.
Tatum's got 8 already. 25-16. Celtics by 9. Halliburton over the shoulder. Bad pass misses McConnell. And the Celtics now can regain the double-digit lead.
Collin wants to get into a situation where he's a shooter, but what he wants to do is get that ball going to his rim.
Peyton Pritchard. Left-hand dribble. Dribbling low to protect it. Steps to the dotted line. Cornett swings it into the left corner for a Jaylen Brown 3. It's too strong. And the rebound on the weak side for Ben Shepherd. Outlet for McConnell. McConnell against Tatum. Right-hand dribble, kick out Turner, pretty good look, straightaway 3, rims out 2/3 of the way down. Cornett couldn't get there in time. Tatum the rebound, outlets Pritchard. Pritchard thought about it against Halliburton, now puts it back in his pocket. Tatum sets the screen to free Pritchard. Pritchard coming downhill to the dotted line, kick out Cornett, hand to Derek White, steps to his left behind the Cornett screen, misses the 3, off the back iron of the rebound for Obi Toppin. Celtics 3 of 8 from 3 to begin the game. Here's Toppin up faking the 3, driving past Tatum, runs it off the glass, doesn't get the bounce, but nobody boxes out Turner as Cornett went to challenge the shot. Easy put back for Turner, 25-18.
What they do, they put pressure on you. They come downhill.
Pacers starting to score now after the 0 for 6 start. There's 7 of their last 10. Tatum straight away. Shepherd hand in his face. Tatum going to shoot right over him. Straight away 3 short front iron. And the rebound for Toppin. Toppin dribbling to his left. Out of traffic. Looking for Halliburton. Hands off to him. They get McConnell in the wing. McConnell. Push pass for Turner. Forced it on the inside of Toppin against Pritchard. And he scores easily. Good job by Turner to see the mismatch. And the Pacers, who trail by 12 early, have cut it to 5. 25-20 is the Boston lead. 3:32 to go in the first quarter of game 1. Jaylen Brown at the free throw line. Pump fake, steps past Turner, scoops and scores with the right hand.
What a great move then. Sidestep this man.
Jalen's got 6. 3 more points for him, and I got a great number for you on Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum in Celtics history. Halliburton bounce past Turner, steps into a wide open free throw line jumper, no good. Tatum snatches the rebound away from the charging Shepherd. Tatum dribbling right up the back of Shepherd, steps through him but misses the layup. Back to the rim, couldn't finish. Halliburton diagonal lead. McConnell lobs it ahead. That misses everybody, including Jaylen Brown and Obi Toppin. It'll be a clean turnover, and the Celtics will get it back.
Well, they just want to put that ball up in the air. Obi Toppin in that situation, he can go up and get that basketball. He's a dunker.
Now, here's an interesting player who has not been a big factor in the early part of the playoffs, particularly against Cleveland. Sam Hauser lit up the Pacers during the regular season. He will come in for the first time.
What do you think? The Pacers love to give up a lot of shot opportunities.
Holiday returns. So Holiday, Pritchard, Hauser, Brown, and Horford. Tatum out of the game now. 9 minutes into game 1. Boston leading by 7. Peyton Pritchard moving to his right behind the Horford screen. Shovel pass for Jaylen. Straight away moves past McConnell to the dotted line. Little tough shot up and good. These are easy shots for Jaylen. And Rick Carlisle will grab another timeout.
Offense has been too easy. This time gets him in a little area, then just elevates the Pacers aren't getting to their pick and rolls at all.
With his next points, Jaylen Brown will move past Dave Cowens on the Celtics all-time scoring list in the conference finals. And by the end of the first quarter tonight, in the history of the Boston Celtics in the conference finals, the top 4 scorers will be Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
It's good stuff when you think about those guys and what they're going to be, and how far is it before Tatum gets a chance to pass somebody like Kevin McHale.
And there's all these numbers. You wonder why Jaylen's in the middle of all these numbers. Remember that Jaylen Brown arrived a year before Jason Tatum, and the Celtics went to the conference finals that year. And all this discussion about Indiana being here, and it's been pretty disrespectful to the Pacers in the year they've had, about who are the teams, maybe the quote-unquote worst teams, the weakest teams, the least accomplished teams to reach the conference finals. When people are talking about the Pacers, the 2017 Celtics, the Isaiah Thomas year, had the lowest scoring margin for a #1 seed in decades. And they had not only made it to the conference finals, they had home court. But remember when Isaiah got hurt, it was kind of like the Knicks this year, where they were just out of players, and then you were playing against LeBron, the Cavs, and Cleveland, before you knew it, was in here winning games by 50.
Pressure is what's going to be Indiana. And Indiana's a one-man pressure cooker. And when you got TJ out there, that's all he wants to do. You have to be careful with that basketball.
Here's the sub-marquee matchup. T.J. McConnell against Peyton Pritchard. Indiana with the ball down by 9. Entry, Shepard under the basket. Horford there, so Shepard will hand to McConnell, who drives, beats Pritchard, and scores with the left hand.
Yep. Telling you, Sean, that guy is going to create some problems.
He had a great series against the Celtics playing for Philadelphia in 2018. Holiday attack, scoops to the left hand, no good. That's a good job. Down low by Isaiah Jackson to take the paint away. McConnell lead for Toppin, who jumps in the paint. Might have got away with a travel. And scores. He scores off the window. The lead is down to 5. 29-24. Eddie Palladino about to say 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Pritchard stops in the mid-block. Kick out Horford. Corner 3. That's off. No good. Holiday kept the rebound alive, but deflects it out of bounds. Now, did they miss the call in front of the Boston bench? Joe Mazzulla doesn't want to use another challenge on a potential referee mistake to get the ball back. And now the Pacers can make it a one-possession game. McConnell, lob. Jackson catches, but he's under the basket, so he has to whip it out to the corner. Nesmith turns, falls down in the paint, and is able to get it out to T.J. McConnell. Fans want to travel, but Nesmith didn't move his feet. McConnell dribbles into the paint, bounce pass gets to Toppin. Toppin pulls up on Hauser, elbow jumper is good.
It's just kind of going where they want to go.
10-4 Indiana run, and they've cut it to 3. 29-26. Celtics had a 12-0 start to game 1. Now their lead is down to 3. Minute 20 to go in the first. Jaylen Brown pressured by Toppin out near half court. Goes left side. Hauser return to Jaylen straight away. Jaylen switches to the left hand. Drives on Toppin. Scoops and scores. Boy, these are so easy for Jaylen. He's got double figures in the first quarter. 31-26. McConnell drives. Pulls up mid-block. Jumper is off. And the rebound pulled down by Holiday. Celtics by 5 on the ball. Holiday up the middle of the floor. He's going to take it himself, then throw to the corner. It got deflected. Shepard reached out, moved it out of bounds. Celtics will get it back.
A couple of times where I want to see Holiday take that ball and attack himself. Go all the way to the rim.
Tatum returns after sitting out for about 2 minutes. Celtics were -4 in those 2 minutes. Holiday triggers the under out of bounds and safe for the Pritchard. He'll fire up the left side 3. Got it. How reliable has he been in the playoffs?
There's the death match you talk about. Those two guys going at each other.
34-26. Boston by 8. McConnell deep on the right side. Finds Siakam, who's just back in the game. He's going to hand it to Toppin. Toppin tries that straightaway 3. Swish.
Obi Toppin. Not known as a three-point threat like that, but knocks him down. He's got so much more comfortable.
34-29. Boston by 5. Bad pass by Holiday. Picked off by Toppin. He was looking for Hauser in the far corner. Indiana could make it a one-possession game again. McConnell deep on the right side against Hauser. Finds Shepard. Return to McConnell straight away. Siakam sets the screen. McConnell looking for an opening. Picks it up with the elbow. Kick out. Shepard dribbles around Pritchard. Shovels it back to Siakam. Great entry to Toppin for the easy 2. Beating the shot clock by a half a second.
Basketball is popping around though, buddy.
Obi Toppin has 11 first quarter points. Indiana trails by only 3. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Drew Holiday finds Tatum. Tatum with 6 seconds to go. Tatum moving to his right. Siakam chases. Tatum whips an entry that is deflected. Punched around by McConnell, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. And the Pacers can't ask for much more after a calamitous 0-for-6 start in which they fell behind by 12. They managed to cut it all the way down to 3 at the end of one in game one. Boston 34, Indiana 31 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Você está coberto pelo Medicaid? Tome medidas para se certificar de que você e a sua família estão cobertos. É fácil. Basta manter as suas informações de contato atualizadas para que o Estado possa contactar quando for a sua vez de renovar. Esteja atento ao correio do Estado de Rhode Island. Em seguida, haja de imediato. Para saber mais ou obter ajuda com a renovação do seu Medicaid, visite staycovered.ri.gov. É o staycovered.ri.gov.
Now you can save on Cox Internet by adding Cox Mobile, so you can do everything you want, everywhere you want. Stream the big game with fiber-powered speeds at home, or capture it courtside on your phone with unbeatable 5G reliability on the go, so you can do more without spending more. Learn how at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Not all services and features available everywhere. Other restrictions apply.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Boston lead down to 3, 34-31. Celtics on top as we go to the second quarter of game number 1 of the conference finals. Celtics basketball brought to you by East Coast Metal Roofing, official roofing partner of the Boston Celtics. Visit eastcoastmetalroofing.com, your lifetime roofing solution, and a great recovery for Indiana. After missing their first 6 shots, they go 13 of 18. The rest of the quarter, 11 points for Obi Toppin off the bench, and the bench was the difference in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Obi Toppin's done a great job of running the floor, and he's always going to be a guy who's trying to escape. So you have to make sure that you take him into consideration of leaving early.
Obi Toppin averaged 10.3 per game in the regular season. He had 11 in the first quarter of game 1 of the conference finals here.
Huh? Obi Toppin, New York Knicks did not want him. They let him leave.
Big hand for Drake May wearing a Jason Tatum jersey, sitting in the front row. You know you're getting old when the new quarterback of the Patriots looks like he's 12 years old. That's the way it works, kids. Boy, the Patriots got no favors from the schedule makers. Brutal schedule. Peyton Pritchard begins the second quarter, bringing the Celtics into the front court, entry to Jason Tatum. Tatum against Neesmith. To the elbow, creates some room, and the step back is no good. Tatum goes down, no call, and a rebound for McConnell. McConnell lead for Siakam. Siakam creeps in on Al Horford, throws his body towards him, steps backwards and throws it away. He had nowhere to go. Tatum floats a bad pass out towards Holiday, but he's got it on the wing. Drop back to Pritchard. Open three. Got it. Peyton Pritchard is killing it here in the postseason.
I mean, there's no hesitation at all.
He is now 17 of 37 shooting threes in the playoffs. Shepard trying to get it back from the corner. He does not, and Tatum deflects the rebound to Pritchard. Boston by 6. Opening minute, second quarter. Pritchard driving on McConnell. Stop and start. Like looking in the mirror. Bounce pass to the far corner. Horford swings to Hauser. Now Tatum straight away. Tatum dribbles it off his own ankle, but he's going to be able to save it before it goes into the backcourt. Jackson comes to challenge him out near half court. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum on the prowl, dribbling behind his back, steps to his left, and his 3 is blocked. Holiday comes up with it. Can Pritchard get a shot away in time? He made the shot, but it came too late. Pritchard lost the shot clock.
Then you got to remember, Jackson is a shot blocker. So if you are, now put that in your mind later on going, if I give this guy a head fake, I can jump right into him and get a couple of free throws.
Indiana with the ball down 6. 10:42 to go in the first half of game 1.
The other's in a zone.
McConnell, Sam Hauser closest to him. McConnell switches to the right hand, spins, scoops, does not get the bounce, and Hauser snatches the rebound. Great job by McConnell to get there, but he's pretty reliable, but he's missed a couple of shots in close here. Pritchard deep on the right side, playing with Holiday here. It's Pritchard driving on McConnell, dribbles behind his back, gets to 8 feet, jumper's good. What a duel this is going to be.
Pritchard tapping himself on the shoulder. I'm that dude.
Pritchard's got 8 off the Boston bench, and that coincidentally is the Celtics lead, 39-31. 10:06 to go in the first half. McConnell for Neesmith, hands to Siakam. Siakam on the Hauser hunt. Throws it back to Neesmith. Neesmith, right-hand dribble drive. Holiday swats to the ball. Neesmith pushes him off and steps back into a 12-footer. That's good. Aaron Neesmith plays with that chip on his shoulder against the Celtics. Holiday in the paint as the ball knocked away out of bounds by Siakam. Celtics will keep it. Plenty of time, 17 to shoot. Nembhard's going to come back in the game to come get T.J. McConnell, who plays 10 minutes, 4 points, a couple of assists.
And Pritchard looks like he wants to go heads up at that position.
Tatum will trigger the under out of bounds. Inside to the Hauser, runs to the right corner, 3 in the air, no good, long rebound. Horford couldn't get there, Shepard does, but in his haste to force it up the court, he throws it behind Neesmith and onto the Indiana bench. And that is now 6 Indiana turnovers.
I am watching over and over again. Indiana is releasing a man early.
Holiday deep on the left side. Finds Horford diving to the basket. Elevates, tried to dunk it and got fouled. How many times have we seen Al in that spot throw to the corner? Not tonight.
Love it.
He was headed for pay dirt. Al had, by the way, Al's attempted a grand total of 4 free throws in the playoffs.
Al saying he got hit in the face then.
Checking for blood, he's okay. Shakes it off and walks to the free throw line. Tony Brothers, David Guthrie, Tyler Ford are the 3 officials tonight in game 1. Tony Brothers got heckled a little bit by a fan in the front row during the previous round. Our old friend Sean McDonough.
You must have if you're a referee in the NBA or anything, your skin has to be so thick. You don't even think about that.
It's hard to imagine. I mean, in any walk of life now with social media, but imagine being an official. Free throws good for Al Horford, 41-33. Celtics by 8, 9:22 to go in the first half of game 1. Nembhard on the Hauser hunt, drives, kick to the wing, waiting. Neesmith, his 3 is short again. Tatum flies in for a rebound. It was knocked away from him out of bounds. They're giving this ball to Indiana. Looks like it got knocked away from Tatum.
I haven't seen Smith in a while. This is the first time I've seen him really play.
Yeah, he's played very little in the playoffs. Jalen Smith will get some run here. They lob it out to Jalen Smith, former Phoenix Sun. Hand off, Neesmith trying to get himself going. Drives with the left hand, runs it off the window and in. He snuck in between Pritchard and Horford. Neesmith's got 4, 41-35. Celtics by 6, 3 minutes into the second quarter. Tatum moves it to Horford right side. Smith daring him to take the 3. Instead, Horford going to put it to the floor. Work his way to the mid-block. Al doing work, pounding Smith. Turns back to his right, puts it off the window and in. Scored in the foul. He said, I'm just a 3-point shooter. No.
Al
Let
dancing.
me remind you, young man, I used to operate down in the paint.
Al dancing on that post then. I mean, looking at Al has a little cut or something across the bridge of his nose. That was there and just whacked him on the arm as he turned around and just kicked this one in. Nice job by Al then.
Al, who got hit in the mouth the previous time down, now has a little piece of gauze at the top of his nose between his eyes, trying to stop a little cut here before he goes back to the free throw line. And in the regular season, you could go a month without seeing Al Horford get 3 free throws. In game 1 of the conference finals, he's going to take 3 here in about 30 seconds.
Well, I think Al understands again the sense of urgency. Look how he played in those last couple of minutes in the closeout game against Cleveland. Just going to be relentless.
The age-old debate, rest versus rust. Celtics haven't played in a week. Pacers coming off that monumental win at Madison Square Garden Sunday. Horford misses the free throw. It bounces wide right. So we're at 43-35. Nembhard races into the front court. Shovel pass for the trailer and throwing it down hard with Miles Turner with the right hand.
I didn't want to jump for that one.
Many easy baskets as they can get. That's what they've done all year. Indiana's down 6. Holiday shovel pass back to Horford. Now he wants the 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound. Hauser knocks it off. Nembhard out of bounds, and they missed this one too. But the Celtics don't want to use that second challenge. We might have an overrule here. Tyler Ford comes in from the backside, and they're going to overrule it. Good job by Tyler Ford. And David Guthrie.
Well, your teammates need a little help, buddy.
No doubt. It's about getting it right. They're trying to get it right. Good work by Sam Hauser, gets rewarded here. Jaylen Brown going to return. Come get Al Horford. Al's on a mission right now. .8:28 to go in the first half. Celtics by 6 on the ball. Jaylen Brown into Cornette. Jaylen comes to get it, takes the dribble hand up, has it on the wing, left hand dribble, stop and start, dotted line, pump fake on top, and tough shot, bounces in. Jaylen is cooking here. He is 6 of 7 to start the conference finals. 45-37, Boston by 8. Halliburton gives it up for Nembhard, left side 3, no good. And the rebound on the weak side for Luke Cornette. Tatum pushes ahead to Derek White. Top and backing off. White enters in deep. Holiday turns and scores to the left hand. Timeout,
right
Rick
there.
Carlisle.
They're going to attack. Anytime Halliburton is down there, going to try to get the ball down immediately and stomp him like an ant.
Now the Celtics starting to answer. 8:01 to go in the first half of Game 1. Boston 47, Indiana 37 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now during our Memorial Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Memorial Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Você está coberto pelo Medicaid? Tome medidas para se certificar de que você e a sua família estão cobertos. É fácil. Basta manter as suas informações de contato atualizadas para que o Estado possa contactar quando for a sua vez de renovar. Esteja atento ao correio do Estado de Rhode Island. Em seguida, ache de imediato. Para saber mais ou obter ajuda com a renovação do seu Medicaid, visite staycovered.ri.gov. É o staycovered.ri.gov.
Cat's-Eye Cat's Guard Exclusion System is the permanent solution to keep rodents and wildlife sealed out. It prevents mice, rats, squirrels, raccoons, and bats. There's nothing better than Cat's-Eye Cat Guard Exclusion System, the permanent chemical-free solution to pest problems, which means it's safe for your family and your pets. Cat Guard technicians are masters. They not only have a deep understanding of rodents, they have extensive backgrounds in carpentry, masonry, metalwork, and roofing. Schedule your free home inspection today at catseyepest.com.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 10, 47-37. You can score 5 cents off per gallon with GoPay. Download the GoPay app today for the fast and convenient way to pay at the pump. Go proud to be the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics, who are shooting 58% now, 19 of 33. Jaylen Brown, 67. And he's been sort of the daddy in the first half, but not Big Papi, because Big Papi's sitting courtside.
They coming in the building.
We are 11 years removed from the This Is Our Bleepin' City championship Red Sox team that David Ortiz was a part of in 2013.
Funny, Boston celebrates their celebrity role with essentially sports figures most of the time, whereas New York, just a hodgepodge of people, a lot of the people in the industry on the other side of it.
Can you imagine how much it would have cost to get into Madison Square Garden to see the conference final?
Well, imagine how much it costs right now. Nothing.
Well, it's going to cost a lot to see the Rangers, I promise you that, but Knicks is going to be an interesting offseason for the New York Knicks now. Expectations are going to be crazy high. They can add some pieces. They've done an unbelievable job putting that team together. But what do you add without, disrupting the chemistry you built? Out of the timeout, Indiana with the ball down 10. Turner enters the deep. Siakam bobble spin. Holiday rips it away. And that is now 7 Indiana turnovers, leading to 11 Boston points plus whatever they get here. Celtics by 10 on the ball. Tatum against Nembhard. Double team comes too late. Tatum bounce pass deflected by Turner right back to Tatum. Tatum baseline extended. Siakam hand on his hip, punches the ball away out of bounds. Celtics will keep it with 8 to shoot.
See, move that ball a little bit and swing it via the pass.
Tatum corner out of bounds. Floats it out to Cornet. Return to Tatum. They lost him. Tatum misses at the rim, but they're saying he pushed off to get free. So the foul on Tatum is going to be the Celtics' 4th turnover.
See that one.
Pacers with the ball. Halliburton hasn't taken a lot of shots. He drives here. His runner is no good from the free throw line. Rebound Cornet. Halliburton just 1 for 2. Holiday deep on the left side. Finds Jaylen Brown in the corner. Jaylen turns on top and works his way to the dotted line. Spins back to his left. Falls away crazy. Tough shot. No good. Back iron. Rebound. Halliburton chases it down to the corner. Now is the force by Jaylen. Nembhard, shovel pass for Turner. He's going to set himself for a straightaway 3 and knock it down. Turner's gotten so good at that. Long lead, Derek White the other way, but Turner got back defensively after making the 3. Turner's up to 11 points. By 7. 6:49. White. Step back on Nembhard for 3. It's no good. Rebound. Cornet keeps it alive, but that's all he can do. Away from Jaylen Brown. His 3 is good again. Boy, Turner is locked in. 18 for Miles Turner here in the first half. Indiana down 5, 52-47. 5:18 to go in the first half.
Doing that without Siakam.
Indiana 20 of their last 30 from the floor. Tatum, bad pass. Misses Jaylen Brown, throws it away. History of the game. Matching up in the series. Boston number 1, Indiana number 2. Nembhard, stop and start on Pritchard, turns, fades, tough shot, bounces out, and the rebound for Luke Cornet. Celtics +1 on the glass, and Joe Mazzulla now wants timeout. Celtics have been unable to shake the Pacers here early on. 4:58 to go, first half of Game 1. Boston 52, Indiana 47 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position. With great pay and excellent benefits, like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
We all know that words have power, but there's one word that stands out because when people say it, lives are changed. It's not a big word, but when you say it,
the life of a kid like me can be changed.
It's yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes to becoming a monthly supporter of Shriners Hospitals for Children. Please go to loveshriners.org to say yes right away.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Bees, the Sports Hub.
Great answer on the road by Indiana after the Celtics stormed out of the gate, scored the first 12 points of Game 1 in the first 3 minutes of the game. Since then, Indiana 20 of 31 from the floor. They're getting the looks they want. They needed somebody to get super hot, and it's been Miles Turner. Halliburton is deferred. He's only taken 3 shots. Nobody else in the Indiana starting lineup has scored more than 4 points. He got 18 from Turner, 11 from Toppin. The bigs are scoring, and when the bigs start scoring, the inevitable discussion begins, which, how many times, Max, did we mention Porzingis during the Cleveland series? Very little.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a topic here if Indiana continues to score with their bigs.
Well, but the shots he's taking right now, most of these shots now are these long follow-up shots. And Cornette, he's not really taking them as much going towards the basket. 2 times he did, but most times these are follow-up trail jump shots.
Could the wild card in this series be O'Shea Brissett, the former Pacer? The Celtics decided to go small. There was some discussion about, is there a smaller lineup without Porzingis, Horford, or Cornette on the floor that is sustainable? Rebounding-wise, Celtics +1 on the glass. They have a 5-point lead as we return to action here. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Okay, you got Tatum out of the game.
Brown, White, Holiday, Pritchard, Cornette. Tatum's only sat for 2 minutes thus far. Jaylen Brown kicks into the corner. Pretty good look. Holiday's 3. Got it. Celtics now 6 of 17 from 3. Indiana 5 of 11. Boston by 8. Siakam against Derek White. Pounds him to the smiley face. Turns off the glass. No good, but he got his own rebound and swatted it over Cornette up and in. 55-49.
Got to eliminate those second chance opportunities.
Particularly if it's a guy like Siakam against Cornette. Pritchard turns the corner, steps in on the right side. Turner pulls away. Pritchard chased by Halliburton, throws a bounce pass out to Holiday. Holiday steps back, tough left corner 3, hits the top of the backboard. And the box out of Cornette by Turner against Halliburton, the rebound. Neesmith lead for Nembhard. Nembhard forces it out to Turner. Hand off Halliburton. Halliburton steps to his right, enters to Siakam, gets it back, aims the 3. Pritchard sails by. Now Halliburton takes it and makes it.
Wow, that was nice. Gave him one fake, went by, another one. Now again, a one-possession game.
55-52. Celtics by 3. 3:42 to go in the first half. Jaylen Brown moving to his right against Neesmith. Turns the corner, attacks, gets in deep, muscles it up, no good. Offensive rebound, easy throw down for Luke Cornette. 2 guys went to Jaylen Brown, and Cornette was all alone. 57-52. Over the shoulder pass. Halliburton for Nembhard. Diagonals it out to the hot hand Turner. He's going to step to the free throw line. Throw it out to Nembhard. Left side 3 is good. Pacers just tearing the Celtics apart right now.
They are making it look easy scoring that basketball. 2-point game.
55 points in 18 minutes for Indiana. And they've cut it from 12 down to 2. Pritchard. Challenged by Neesmith. Returns to the Jaylen Brown against Halliburton. Jaylen dribbling between his legs. Neesmith shows double team. Jaylen turns into traffic, forces it up, no good. Rebound Halliburton. Jaylen wanted to foul, didn't get it. They lob it ahead to Siakam. Bad pass. Holiday gets there and got a hand on it. It's dropped out of bounds, though. Siakam is allowed to keep it and find the trail of Neesmith with a 2-hand slam. It looked from our vantage point like the ball was out of bounds, but they let it play on, and the Pacers have come back to tie it. We're even at 57. 2:35 to go in the first half. Pritchard kick out. Jaylen up fakes the 3. Doesn't want to take it on Neesmith. Jaylen Brown spins back to his right against Nembhard. Jaylen pump fake, creates some room, forces it up and in. How is he making these shots?
Making the shots, and the contact is crazy.
Jalen 7 of 11. He's got 14. 59-57, Boston by 2. And away from the ball, Turner runs over Derek White, trying to set a screen. He was moving, so an offensive foul. And the Celtics lead is only 2, despite now 8 turnovers for Indiana here in the first half. But the offensive numbers, the Pacers as advertised, after a slow start, they are now 24 of their last 36. So they made 2 out of every 3 shots, which is exactly what they did in New York on Sunday afternoon. Derek White throws the shoulder into Nembhard. Moves to his right with a right-hand dribble against Turner. Over the shoulder pass. Al is open for 3. Nope, sails it. And the rebound for Turner. Celtics not having a good night shooting threes, and that has been their undoing in a lot of games this year. Nesmith attacks, scoops, and gets the bounce to tie it. 12-4 is the Indiana run.
This is what I love what Indiana's doing. Putting pressure on the basketball every time. They are relentless right now with their pressure on the ball.
Crowd trying to get the Celtics back engaged here defensively. Entry, Holiday to Tatum. Tatum shovels it out to the corner. Al Horford going to attack in the paint. Diagonal kick out. Derek White draws contact, runs it up, no good from 12 feet. But Nembhard couldn't stop himself, ran into the back of Derek White. And he'll get free throws to try to break the tie with 89 seconds to go in the first half.
That was just anticipation. Derek White could feel and sense the defender on his back. Stop short. Defender goes into the back. Auto claim.
Nothing flukish about the offensive season that Indiana had. They've been doing this all year. And it's not about pushing the pace to get easy baskets. It's about pushing the pace to get open shots, which is what they do. Derek White gets the first free throw. More open shots than anybody in the NBA.
And it's just loosey-goosey. The way they move the basketball. They just attack, attack, attack. I'm not sure if they're even concerned about what they do on the defensive end.
Derek White gets the free throws. Celtics regain the lead, 61-59. Minute 26 to go in the first half. Celtics roared out of the gates with a 12-0 lead in the first 3 minutes, and Indiana's had the better of it ever since. Halliburton dribbles to the right elbow. Easy jumper. He knocks it down. Tie game. They are scoring so easy. Celtics defense has not been torn apart like this very much this year. Tied at 61. 1:08 to go in the first half. Jaylen Brown pounded by Siakam. Near the sideline, left-hand dribble, season opening, attacks the paint, switches to the right hand, misses the layup. Pacers have the rebound, and they can grab the lead here for the first time. Halliburton against Derek White. We're in the final minute of the first half. Halliburton steps to his right against Horford. Doesn't want to attack. Halliburton lines up Horford, considering his options here. Steps to his right, launches the 3. Nope, rebound Tatum. He forced that. 2 for 1 here for the Celtics with 35 seconds to go. Derek White going to take that quick 3. Comes up short. Rebound Horford deflects it to himself. Moves it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen on the wing. Celtics is trying to settle for one good shot now. 2 for 1 is gone. Shot clock go down to 5. Jaylen gets rid of it. Derek White steps to his right. Takes the 3. Got it.
Man.
Celtics regain the lead. The Pacers have done what they needed to do. Shoot 58% in the first half. Trail by 3, final 8 seconds. Halliburton with Celtics had a foul to give, so Holiday gives it to see what the Pacers had in mind. Stops the clock with 6.2 to go.
And if you're the Pacers right now, you're saying, man, we haven't had that much from Siakam. Siakam only 6 points so far in this game. But now Turner, Nesmith, those guys have scored.
Don't forget Topping in that late first quarter sequence. Celtics try to get a stop. Inbound to Turner, touches out to Halliburton. 4 seconds. Halliburton, 2 Parquet, squares behind the three-point line, knocks it down. A 30-footer by Halliburton ties the game. 1.7 to go. Tatum lobs it into the front court, caught by Al Horford. He fires it up from half court, hits top of the backboard, and that's how the first half will end. Right back where we started. Celtics came out, scored the first 12. Pacers missed their first 6, and it felt like they did not miss again. 18 for Turner, 11 apiece for Toppin and Halliburton. 12-point Boston lead is erased, and we're right back where we started. Coming up, Joe Murray will run you through scores from around Major League Baseball. Obviously, there's You know you've had a great year when there is no more out-of-town scoreboard. NBA and the NHL have reached the conference finals. Game 1 has reached halftime. Boston 64, Indiana 64 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
As humans, we're naturally driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. When I was looking to hire someone, it was so slow and overwhelming. I wish I had used Indeed. If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. And Indeed doesn't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
The games play here.
Here's Vienno. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Vienno a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right. Bruins crash to the front, left of the net. Coyle out in front. Gets Gibson out of position. He scores! Charlie Coyle with a dangle. Sneaks it inside the near post with Gibson down and out. Bruins 7, Ducks 1.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Celtics trying to get a stop. Inbound to Turner, touches out to Halliburton. 4 seconds. Halliburton to Parquet. Squares behind the three-point line. Knocks it down. A 30-footer by Halliburton ties the game.
All right, well.
First half points.
Creates some room, forces it up and in. How is he making these shots?
Making the shots, and the contact is crazy.
Jalen 7 of 11. He's got 14.
He's got 3 assists so far and only 1 turnover in the first half. Jaylen Brown, one of the fastest scorers in the first quarter this year. Jason Tatum, 19 minutes in the first half, 4 for 9 from the field. He's got 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He has a steal. Also has 11 points, including this basket.
Tatum switches to the left hand, gets in deep on top, turns, throws a bounce pass out to Pritchard, 8 of the shot clock, return to Tatum. Toppin isn't pushed far away. Tatum drop step, attacks, 2-hand slam, scoring the foul. Spectacular.
Man, he went by Obi Toppin like he had nails in his shoes.
Expect more from Tatum in this second half. The Pacers played a significant amount of time without Pascal Siakam. And they got a great performance by Miles Turner, who had 18 points, 2 of 3 from downtown, 7 of 10 from the field. He also has 4 rebounds and 4 assists. We mentioned Halliburton has 11 first-half points. And Aaron Nesmith, 8 first-half points. They got Obi Toppin's 11 off the bench, and TJ McConnell had 4. The rest of the Celtics starters, though, Drew Holiday's got 8 first-half points in 19 minutes. He also has 4 assists in 4 rebounds. And Derek White in double digits, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 for 5 from downtown.
Shot clock go down to 5. Jalen gets rid of it. Derek White steps to his right, takes the 3. Got it.
Man.
Celtics regain the lead.
Rest of the bench here, Luke Cornett, 4 points. Peyton Pritchard, he has 8. Sam Hauser in 6 minutes, no points, but does have the 1 rebound. Celtics shot 32% from 3 in the first half with 7 3-pointers, while the Pacers shot 53% with 8 3-pointers. So right now, 64 is the score. And we'll have your headlines coming up next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Roto-Rooter. Plumbing problem? No match for a little DIY duct tape. Shoot, hold on. Nope. There we go. No match for a little... dang it, wait. Duct tape and a wrench. Leaks are no match for duct tape and a wrench. And a bucket and a towel, more duct tape, a hammer, this random tube I found in the basement, another bucket, more tape, a little more tape. Perfect. On second thought, maybe leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter.
And away go troubles down the drain.
This summer, turn down the annoying buzz. Turn on the fun with Thermacell. With award-winning technology, Thermacell creates a 20-foot zone of powerful, effective mosquito protection around you. Get Thermacell today on Amazon or at a major retailer near you.
The Namco Pool Massive Memorial Day Sale is here. Do not wait. Get in now to transform your yard into a budget-friendly oasis. Hundreds of items deeply discounted. Pools, equipment, cleaners, and chemicals, all discounted. Jacuzzis up to $2,000 off, or 0% financing for 36 months. Patio sets up to 50% off. Get into Namco Pool before it's too late. The Namco Pool Massive Memorial Day Sale is here. Namco Pool, the most trusted pool company in your community. NamcoPool.com.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Want to spend and save with confidence? We got you covered. At Bread Financial, opportunities are knocking. We've got the credit, savings, and loan options to get your wallet rocking. Learn more at breadfinancial.com.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Boston Celtics playoff coverage presented by Amica Insurance as the Celtics chase Banner 18. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Kristaps Porzingis could be ready to go for Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. This according to ESPN. Also, some awards for the Celtics today. Drew Holiday, Derek White, both named to the second team all-defensive team. NHL playoffs, Game 1 of the NBA playoffs, Game 1 of the Western Conference begins tomorrow night. Dallas, Minnesota. Game 1 of the NHL's Eastern Conference Finals is New York and Florida. A rematch from last year. That begins tomorrow. Oilers and Stars, they begin their series on Thursday night over in the Western Conference. And the Red Sox were in action tonight in Tampa Bay. They got a 5-2 win tonight. Jarren Duran with a home run in this one. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off your next drive-through oil change. at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I'm Joe Murray, Grandy and Max. They have the second half next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
It's Pride Hyundai of Seekonk's Memorial Day sales event all month long. Lease a new 2024 Elantra SE for $199 a month, or lease a new 2024 Tucson SEL for $269 per month. Plus, 0% APR financing is available. And get America's best warranty with 10-year, 100,000 miles and owner assurance. The Memorial Day sales event all month long.
Shop now at HyundaiofSeekonk.com. Pride Hyundai of Seekonk, where we take pride in giving our customers the best deals always.
Who's in for Mohegan? Obviously everyone. It's an invitation that you can't ignore to experience a place that just feels different. Mohegan Sun, a place that welcomes you in, all in. For the flavors, the fun, the unbelievably unforgettable. Because you plus me plus Mohegan equals the best time ever. And what comes next is, well, everything. This is how it feels when you're all in for Mohegan. Mohegan Sun. Visit MoheganSun.com today to start your experience.
David Pasternak plays here.
High slot now, McAvoy, far side. Pasternak shoots, looking for the tip. It comes back to him. Fires. He scores! He's got another. Marchand, high slot, looks back door, swings it across, popping out. Pasternak shoots. He scores! Marchand got it right circle. Bergeron to Pasternak shoots. He scores!
This is the home of the Bees. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Every fan of every team.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone who follows LeBron, Tatum, and Embiid in the app. Every warrior who's ready to go to battle over three-point percentages. Every streetwear king who's here for the tunnel fits. Every young buck, nugget, and grizzly who wants to take a peek behind the scenes of the league. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth. Download the NBA app today. Available in the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a bat by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for Danny Ainge!
KG is locked and loaded tonight.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
Inbound into the hands of Smart. 8, 7, 6 seconds to go in a tie game. Smart against LeBron, left side. Avery open three, kicks in with 1/10 of a second remaining. It hit every corner of the cylinder and the rim. It bounced in. The Cavs have to get the ball in the length of the floor. They won't. And the Boston Celtics have redefined stealing a playoff game. They come from 21 down on the 15th anniversary nearly of coming from 21 down to do the exact same thing they did in 2002. Steal Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Everyone forgets that one because it was the only game the Celtics won in the conference finals. Remember, they had gotten absolutely decimated, destroyed in Game 2, down by 50 at one point. Then they're down 20 on the road in Game 3. It reeks of a sweep, and they come back and win that game. Actually took the lead early in Game 4 before the Cavs took the 3-1 lead and then closed it out here in Boston in 2017. The Avery Bradley three-pointer, and it just, talk about the shoe being on their other foot with the Pacers. Then the Celtics were the upstart, Max, who were in a spot they should not have been in the conference finals.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the same thing now. And people talk about this Pacer team. But what the Pacers did, they increased it, the tempo. The tempo was theirs, and you look at your turnovers. Both the Celtics had 8 turnovers in the game.
So, 2 teams in NBA history have averaged 1.2 points per possession, ever. And now they're meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they failed in the first half to get 1.2. Each got 1.26 in the first half. We are tied at 64 as we begin the third quarter. And if this game is being played the way one team wants it played, it's certainly Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana wants to, again, increase the tempo. And you look at the players that, did not really score for you. Siakam has been their best player. Siakam only had 6 points. Turner with 18 tonight.
I'm not sure I've seen this, Max. The top 15 guys, 8 for the Celtics, 7 for Indiana who played, have all at least made 2 shots in the first half. You never see that.
It is tell of the tapes, man.
Celtics 5 extra points from the free throw line, and that's why we're tied at 64. Pacers have shot 59% after an 0-for-6 start in which the Celtics built a 12-0 lead. Second half of game 1 is underway. Al Horford deep on the left side, enters with Tatum, chased by Nesmith. Tatum turns, fires the 18-footer, no good, and Siakam has the weak side rebound. Those are the shots that you want to see Tatum make more of. Halliburton jumping towards the paint. Tatum forces him backwards. Siakam pushed past to Nesmith on the perimeter. Now they find Halliburton. Halliburton calls the play. 8 on the shot clock. Turner screens Tatum away. Allows Halliburton to drive uncontested to the rim. And Indiana finally has its first lead of game 1.
Well, I talked to Al Horford's dad, and he said we're not playing defense.
Well, Pacers can do that to you. Moving screen, Drew Holiday. Celtics miss an open shot, give up an easy basket, and then turn it over on an offensive foul. And that's how the third quarter begins. Indiana by 2 on the ball.
And a delay of game.
They lob it ahead to Nesmith. Nesmith jumps in the paint, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Jalen on the floor. So the Celtics pick up 2 fouls in the first 48 seconds of the quarter as well.
Nesmith's legs are lively out there.
Fans getting a little bit restless now. Celtics have not been able to get stops since the first 2 minutes of the game. Their defense is so good in the first 3 or 4 minutes. Siakam drives, switches to the right hand. There's a stop on an Al Horford block at the rim. Tatum lead for Derek White. Up fakes the corner 3. Steps free. Misses it. And the rebound for Siakam on the weak side. Celtics all year long have struggled to win games when they don't shoot the 3 well. They're 7 of 23 here in game 1. Siakam standing on the 3-point line. Kick out Halliburton. Halliburton right hand dribble. Jalen stays in front of him. Halliburton steps to his right. Takes the 3. Got it.
Ooh. Man.
And the Pacers are simply out-shooting the Celtics here in game 1. Indiana by 5. Holiday for Al Horford. He's open. His 3 is good. (69-67). Indiana by 2. Horford 2 of 8 from 3. He's got 12. Stepping to the free throw line. Siakam misses the open jumper. Rebound, Derek White. White, left side lead for Jaylen Brown. Jalen steps to his left, Turner in front of him, pump fake. Jalen drives right around him, scoops it up and in. Jalen's been getting to the rim whenever he wants to.
Getting that little pump fake and then step right by the defender.
Jaylen Brown, 8 of 13. We're tied at 69. Turner tries to run through Jalen, throws it away. Kicking back out, picked off by Holiday. Tatum going to drive and score. Great answer by the Celtics. They fall behind for the first time. Then they run off 7 straight to regain the lead, and Rick Carlisle calls timeout.
Rick Carlisle immediately goes over and says, okay, let's just slow it down. Turner, you don't see Turner putting the ball on the floor that much. This time made a mistake, had no place to go with it. Good defense in by Brown.
10 and 9 of 16 from 3. They're not used to being behind. 9:53 to go, third quarter of game 1. Boston 71, Indiana 69.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Get ready. Hootie and the Blowfish Summer Camp with Trucks Tour 2024 with Bare Naked Ladies. Plus Collective Soul and Edwin McKay. Friday, June 21st at Fenway Park. Hootie and the Blowfish together again. On sale now at livenation.com. A night of all the hits with Hootie and the Blowfish.
Game planning in the playoffs is almost as important as game planning in life, and life's plan must include having health insurance. The Massachusetts Health Connector is here to deliver great coverage and help paying for it. If you need health insurance for any reason, including if you're losing Mass Health coverage, visit the Health Connector at mahealthconnector.org and see what fits your game plan. Act now and get covered at mahealthconnector.org. That's mahealthconnector.org.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
You can score 5 cents off per gallon with Gulf Pay. Download the Gulf Pay app today for the fast and convenient way to pay at the pump. Gulf proud to be the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics, who just ran off 7 straight to regain the lead. 71-69. Celtics by 2 with 9:53 to go in the third quarter of game 1.
What the Celtics can do, again, is about them playing defense and stepping up, slowing the Pacers down, making them do some things right now they don't want to do. When you let a team like this do essentially dribble the basketball, swing it, you got to contest someplace and make them change their rhythm.
In the last 2.5 years, since midway through the 21-22 season that ended with an Eastern Conference championship, the Celtics have been historically dominant. But the Indiana Pacers, when they've had Halliburton since the trade, the Pacers have played the Celtics 9 times with Halliburton. They are 4-5 in those 9 games, and they've been outscored by 2 points per game. That doesn't sound like much until you realize against the rest of the NBA, the Celtics win over 80% of their games and outscore them by 10 a game. So the Pacers have played the Celtics as well as anybody when they've had Halliburton over the last 2.5 years. Here is Halliburton. Moving it to the left wing, Nesmith, right-hand dribble drive on Jaylen Brown. Jaylen takes the paint away. Bad pass by Nesmith. Picked up by Jaylen. Jaylen racing against Halliburton. Throws the shoulder into him at the mid-block. Double team comes. Bounce pass kick out. Holiday extra pass to Derek White. Zips the entry and throws it away. Celtics are forcing passes that are not there. Halliburton the steal. Throws the bounce pass down low, and Nembhard pulls up for the easy 2 from about 8 feet away. Both these teams have really hurt themselves with the turnovers. 8 for Boston now, 10 for Indiana. Holiday quick 3 is good. Boy, you want to talk about playing Indiana's pace. Celtics shooting early in the shot clock. Nembhard drives, throws his head back, and draws a foul. The second on Tatum.
Got all the way to the hole. Good quickness there.
74-71. The Holiday 3 breaks the tie. All 5 Celtic starters now in double figures.
That's what's crazy.
Early in the third. Halliburton spins away from Holiday. Ball fake in the paint. Handoff. Siakam flies in for the 2-hand slam.
Boy, his decision making is unbelievable. He gets you in a position where you come up on him. Nice little dish for a dunk.
Double-digit assist guy all year. He's got 6 in game 1 along with 16 points. Had that crazy deep 3 late in the first half. Tatum pressured by Nesmith. Tatum moving to his left. Holiday got picked by Nesmith. Tatum throws to Holiday, who attacks, shovels to the corner. Horford forces the 3. Off balance, no good.
Al normally catches the basketball and releases. This time just hoisted it up there.
Turner got the rebound. Halliburton for Nembhard left side. Nembhard driving in the paint. Drop back to the elbow. Siakam against Drew Holiday. Lobs an entry towards Turner. Turner against the smaller Derek White. Turns, easy bucket. Pacers regain the lead.
I like how he did that. That time never really just put the ball down, turned against a smaller man, just shot it over.
Yeah, people want the Celtics to go small. That's what's going to happen. 20 for Turner. Pacers back in front, 75-74. Tatum at the elbow. Steps back on the smaller Nembhard, knocks down the jumper, and the Celtics go back in front. 4 lead changes, 6 ties here in game 1. 76-75. Boston lead. Halliburton bobbles it, but it's saved by Siakam. Halliburton steps back on Derek White. Tough 3, no good. Back iron. The rebound for Jaylen Brown.
Tapping it to somebody else. Just grab the rebound.
Celtics playing a little too fast and loose. Tatum pressured by Nembhard deep on the right side. Tatum throws the shoulder into Nembhard. Backs him down to the mid-block. Playing bully ball, draws the foul.
And then pushes him at the end.
The discussion is whether Tatum is shooting here or not.
Should be a shot.
Yeah, it will be. Celtics now will have their 9th and 10th free throw attempts of game 1. Indiana got 2 free throws from Turner, and that's it. That was midway through the first quarter.
Let's see, but if I am the Pacers right now, somehow I got to get Obi Toppin back in this game. Tatum misses the first 2 free throws.
Misses it short. Tatum 87% in the playoffs. Gets 1 of 2. Boston by 2, 77-75. 7:24 to go in the third. Who's going to be the first team to put together some stops? Halliburton over the shoulder pass. Siakam is all alone for 3, but he misses it. And the rebound for Horford. Siakam has not been great so far in game 1.
And that would scare me if I'm the Celtics.
Drew Holiday on the wing, shoos Derek White away. He's got Halliburton on him, 12 on the shot clock. Holiday throws the shoulder into Halliburton, gets deep in the paint, and I mean deep, gets fouled as he goes up for the shot. And now the Celtics starting to take this fight to the middle of the ring a little bit and throw some body punches.
And that's what you do against a guy who doesn't want to defend. Holiday said, no, I'm dribbling in. And when he reaches in, puts his hand in the cookie jar, I'm going to shoot a couple of free throws. Smart play.
And Drew Holiday now goes to the line. 4 of the 5 Celtic starters, Jalen being the exception, have gotten free throws here in game 1. First one is good.
This is a group that is coming in the game now. Obi Toppin comes in. TJ comes back in. So these guys, they're going to pick the tempo up that much more. Put pressure on the basketball. They're going to attack.
Starting 5 against starting 5 has been an advantage for the Celtics. A slight advantage, but an advantage nonetheless. The bench is where this game started to turn late in the first quarter. Holiday makes the free throws, and very quietly, it's a 15-6 run for the Celtics to go from down 5 to up 4. Jaylen Brown knocks the ball away from top and drives on McConnell. Euro step, runs it off the glass, no good, but he got fouled. And now Jaylen will be the last Celtic starter. All 5 now have been to the free throw line.
TJ just hands the ball off, and Obi Toppin was just lazy, and Brown just reached in and slapped at the basketball. Shoots a couple of free throws.
Reached from behind him to slap that away. Now you remember, Max, the genius bit of Richard Pryor talking about the Ali Spinks fight, right? Slowing it down. No. Just grab him. I'm going to let you go now.
Take 2 of these. Take 2 of these to go.
And that's what the Celtics have done here. Started to throw more body punches, started to bring this fight, drag the Pacers into more deep water. But a missed free throw, rebound, punched around. Turner's going to come up with it. And here's the quick outlet. They're racing up the floor again. Halliburton. Boston up by 5. Halliburton over the shoulder pass. Pretty good look for Nesmith. He doesn't want it. Throws out to McConnell. Halliburton comes to get it. Operating in the logo out of center court. One dribble with the left hand, kick to Nesmith. Nesmith runs over Holiday. Should be an offensive foul, and it is. Great job by Drew Holiday.
Holiday just waited there. And he's saying something now to Nesmith as he hit him with the body.
So very quietly now, Indiana's only scored 6 points in the last 5 minutes.
You're just talking about ranching up your defense that much more.
10-point swing, 16-6 is the Boston run. Tatum, right-hand dribble drive, Turner waiting in the paint. Tatum, plenty of time, backs it out on the wing. Turner will chase. 9 of the shot clock. Tatum, left-hand dribble, starts his drive, but we might have defensive 3 seconds against Nesmith.
Yeah, you just took away a basket, though. Something good about it. You took away a basket as Tatum got all the way to the rim, then laid it in. Is Tatum your free throw shooter? Best percentage out there?
Derek White would be by percentage. Tatum misses it.
Or is Luke Cornett another guy who shoots free throws particularly well?
Cornett returns now. He'll join the rest of the starting 5 with Horford coming out. Celtics lead by 5, 80-75. We're midway through the third quarter of game 1. Luke Cornett and to Tatum. Tatum turns the corner into a straightaway 3. Swish. Now a 19-6 Boston run. From down 5 to up 8. Midway through the third. Bounce entry hits the leg of Jaylen Brown, deflects out of bounds.
Defense starting to pick up just a little bit more. And this is what the Celtics can do.
McConnell triggers the inbound. Halliburton swings to Shepard. Bad pass goes through, top and out of bounds. And the rookie with some jitters there turns it over. 13th Indiana turnover. That's the story right now. Celtics Plus 11 in points off turnovers, and they lead the game by 8. Holiday drives, spins on Halliburton, handoff Cornette. Cornette has it knocked away by Turner out of bounds. Good job by Turner to prevent a dunk.
A lot of contact out there as he grabbed that basketball. And Rick Carlisle was going to be forced to call timeout if he scored then.
Derek White comes to get it. Celtics put together a nice defensive stretch here. Inbound, Tatum hands back to White. White turns the corner, spins back to his right, finds Cornette, cutting, runs it off the glass. It will not fall. Would have been the and one, but Cornette couldn't get the layup to go. He will get free throws.
Nice little move this time. And give the credit then. Tatum sets a nice pick. White comes off and then delivers the perfect pass to Luke. But Luke just gets hit, can't squeeze that puppy in. Got to go up stronger. Go through the hole, Howie. Scared Howie did. He's like,
he did a little bit.
What the hell? Howie's our engineer, and I'm like, go through.
Howie, like many of you, mourning the Game 6 loss by the Bruins here the other night.
Oh, my God. That was funny.
You mean that moment, not the Bruins loss?
I'm just talking about Howie. Uh-oh.
Cornette knew the second one was off, but what are we calling here?
Yeah, he went, whoa, jump ball.
Jump ball?
Yeah, let's see
double lane violation?
Wow.
So give the Celtics have a 9-point lead. Double lane violation. So we'll have a jump ball at center court between Cornette and Turner, with Boston now having turned a 5-point deficit into a 9-point lead.
And Luke normally he knew he had missed that one. He was already chasing that basketball.
David Guthrie talking to Derek White and McConnell. Make sure they don't cheat into the circle here.
McConnell will.
Jump ball, center court. Cornette and Turner. Jump ball's in the air. Pinballed around into the backcourt. Halliburton's got it. Moves it ahead to Neesmith. Halliburton with Derek White in front of him. Moving to his right. He just slithers from side to side. Halliburton back to his left. Lobs it out of the wing. Neesmith catch and shoot. Block clean by Jaylen Brown. Three goes out of bounds. Off who? Off Neesmith. Jaylen Brown, a brilliant defensive play.
Great play then by Brown. This time met him right there at the apex.
Neesmith was just too comfortable waiting for that ball to come into his hands. And the Celtics now a chance to regain a double-digit lead. They had it twice in the first half. They can regain it here with 5:18 to go in the third. Holiday deep on the left side against McConnell. High right-hand dribble. They run away, so he's open for three. It's no good. Rebound, Turner deflects it to Obi Toppin. Quick outlet. Racing up the right side is Halliburton. Holiday back. Cross court to McConnell. McConnell dribbles into the paint. Jaylen Brown waiting, so McConnell brings it out of the wing. Turner, handoff to Halliburton. Off balance three. No good. Rebound, Tatum. His sixth. Halliburton's cooled off now. Boston by 9. Tatum spins around Neesmith. Drives to the elbow. Steps through. Runs it off the glass and in. Scoring on the foul.
That was the strength there. I was just going through a couple of guys. You reach on. You reach. There you go. I teach. Got hit in the head then. We always said letter of the law. Boom. Right on top of the head.
After the Pacers scored 69 points in 23 minutes.
Well,
the Celtics now, after the timeout taken by Rick Carlisle, can match the largest lead they had of the game, which was right at the very start. 4:50 to go, third quarter of game one. Boston 86, Indiana 75 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
D'Angelo is proud to introduce our newest grill sensation, the ballpark sandwich. Premium Italian sausage, peppers, and onions sizzling hot off the grill, starting at just $9.99. It's a home run for your taste buds. Discover the new ballpark sandwich exclusively at D'Angelo. Stop in or order yours now at D'Angelo's.com. D'Angelo, New England's neighborhood sandwich shop.
Jason Tatum plays here.
Zip the entry to Smart. No look, bounce pass to the cutter. Jason Tatum, who lays it up and in with the right hand. And the Celtics are dancing right now. They are Brogdon across half court. And fans headed for the exit. Tatum, pull-up three. Good night. You know what MVPs do? They still got 29 in the race. Tatum to the right. Pulls up on LeBron. They're isolated. Right side of the floor. Tatum spins on the baseline. Turns. Fades.
No.
Got it!
This is the home of the Celtics. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits, like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
The NBA playoffs are here, and we all know playoff mode is a thing. Listen to the evidence. Playoff crowds are going wild. Playoff players are lighting up the court. Even your speakers are in playoff mode. Okay, we'll take it down a notch, but just a notch, because this is the Turn It Up to 11 NBA playoffs. Playoff mode is clearly a thing.
This is what you love about playoff basketball.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel continue on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
The Celtics are going for banner 18. You know who else has banners? Vistaprint. Yeah, the guys with the patch on the Celtics jersey. They got banners, postcards, flyers, stickers, posters, water bottles, yard signs, loyalty cards, and everything else small businesses need to market themselves. And for this round of the playoffs, everyone gets 25% off at Vistaprint.com with code GOCELTICS. That's 25% off with code GOCELTICS. Conditions apply. If Boston needs it, Vistaprint prints it. All right, let's get that banner.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics began game one by scoring the first 12. Now after falling behind by 5, they turn the game around defensively. Now they have scored 12 in a row again. Jason Tatum can make it 13 and match the Celtics' largest lead. They're up by 11 right now with 4:50 to go in the third. The out-of-town scorers are brought to you by Nissan. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com. You've had a spectacular season when there is no more out-of-town scoreboard. When you are the only game going on. The Western Conference Finals will begin tomorrow. Dallas at Minnesota.
Well, that's what happens. I mean, but Tatum, but what the Celtics have done really well here in these last couple of minutes is they've tightened up their defense. And defense is going to win you games. You know, this Indiana team can score, but, you know, it's the other side of the coin. Can they stop people?
Tatum makes the free throws. 13 straight for the Celtics, and they lead by 12. 87-75. 4:44 to go in the third.
There's a little zone action here.
Halliburton finds Nesmith. Up fakes. Drives, handoff underneath Toppin. Closed down by Cornette, looking for Halliburton to bail him out. Halliburton bounce past Toppin, driving, scooping, and scoring. Toppin's been good here in game one.
Toppin's made some nice moves.
13 points in 12 minutes for Obi Toppin. 87-77. Boston by 10. Siakam swats the ball. It's in the hands of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen with Halliburton on him now. Spins back to his left into a double team. Bounce pass to the corner. How about a Holiday three? How about yes?
Holiday waited all day for that basketball.
Largest lead for the Celtics now, up by 13, 90-77. 4:06 to go in the third. Toppin spins on Pritchard, shuttles it back to Siakam. Kick out, Halliburton, good look at a three, no good. Rebound snatched by Tatum away from Siakam.
Good rebound.
7th rebound for Tatum, but a terrible pass into the front court. McConnell picks it off. Siakam leads a 4-on-3. Halliburton finds Toppin open in the corner. Three is no good. Rebound belongs to Toppin. Toppin moves it to the elbow. McConnell's 12-footer, no good. Offensive rebound. Siakam misses the putback. 4th offensive rebound. McConnell finally puts it back up and in. A calamitous possession for the Celtics. And they deserve that. Boston lead is 11, 90-79. Jaylen finds it. Cutter easy too. Holiday got in behind McConnell.
The Tatum passes. I'm not sure what that was. A bowling ball?
Drew Holiday's been really good here. 16 now. McConnell tiptoes the baseline, finds the cutter. Nesmith pump fake. Cornette there, so the kick out to Toppin. Finds the open man in the corner. Siakam missed the three. Rebound for Tatum, and Siakam now just 4 of 13 here in game one. Celtics by 13. A big third quarter here, especially the last 7 or 8 minutes. Tatum spinning on Nesmith. Has him 15 feet away on the left side. They're isolated on that part of the floor. Tatum muscles his way past Nesmith. Forces it up. No good. Rebound Nesmith. Just let them play. McConnell diagonal lead Siakam up the middle of the floor. Kick out to the wing, stepping back, Toppin puts it to the floor. Ball fake, hand to Siakam, two-hand slam.
Great little two-man game there.
And Joe Mazzulla will grab timeout as the momentum has turned. Pacers have only cut 1 point off the deficit, but they're back within 11 now, 92-81.
Well, if you look at the pace again of the game, if you are Tatum, movement of the basketball, I think he thinks he can beat Aaron Nesmith anytime he's out there. But Nesmith, they're letting him push, they're letting him chuck, and they're not calling those little ticky-tack fouls of him going towards the rim.
Drew Holiday, Derek White, both on the All-NBA second defensive team, which announced today. It's the first year everyone's kind of going positionless. And as a result, if you're into that sort of thing, you just have a mess. You basically have an all-defensive team that could never play together. Gobert, Wemby, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, and Herbert Jones.
Because you're talking about all shot blockers. Right? It's just like, what happened to the guys who control the initial point of attack?
But here's that bodes interesting.
Bodes.
For all NBA. Because if people voted for all NBA now, which is positionless, the way they voted for all defensive team, that really could shake things up. It could, it's going to benefit a guy like Jalen Brunson, because if there's going to be 3 guards maybe on that first team All-NBA, it'd be interesting to see how that shakes out. Because I know there were voters who said, I don't care if it's positionless, I'm still going to vote position-wise. And some people who are going to take advantage of the new guidelines. 92-81 is the Boston lead. Celtics have the ball, up by 11, 2:38 to go in the third quarter of game 1.
Love the pace is picking up full court, though. I do love that.
Pritchard, Holiday, Brown, Hauser, Cornette, 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown to his left. Bad pass, cross-court, picked off again by Halliburton. Halliburton goes the distance, fumbled it, goes out of bounds off Cornette. Pacers will keep it. Good job by Jaylen Brown to chase him down and force him to make a play he didn't want to make.
Yeah, throw that basketball away. You can't. Against this Pacer team, they're too quick.
Celtics were the best turnover team in the NBA in the regular season, 10 tonight, but a huge advantage. This is 13 Indiana turnovers have led to 18 Boston points. Well, Luke Cornette comes out. Al Horford returns. Al's played 20 minutes. Cornette 13. McConnell under out of bounds. Finds Shepard in the corner, guarded by Hauser. Moves it out of the wing. Toppin. Shovel pass for McConnell. McConnell turns the corner, sees the opening, blows by Sam Hauser and scores easily. That can't happen.
Indiana again picking up full court.
Boston lead down to 9. Eddie Palladino says 2 minutes remaining in the third. Hayden Pritchard deep on the left side. Shepard leaning on him. Gets the Jaylen Brown screen. Shot clock already down to 8. Pritchard moves it to Al Horford. Now Hauser. 5 on the shot clock. Hauser turns, fires that 3. Air ball. And out of bounds it goes. Sam Hauser says, my bad. Tougher for a guy like Hauser to get in rhythm the less he plays. 0 for 2 in 7 minutes tonight. Indiana with the ball down by 9. McConnell. Handoff Nesmith. Shovel pass for Siakam. Turns the corner. Attack Horford. Scoops it up and in. Too easy. 6 straight for Indiana, and they've cut it to 7, 92-85. With Tatum out of the game. Jaylen Brown drop back to Pritchard. He's open, fires that 3. No good, and the rebound for Toppin. Pritchard had hit both of his 3s in the first half. McConnell, offensive end. Hands off, trail 3, Nesmith. 9 straight for Indiana, and it's back to a 4-point game. All going back to that horrendous turnover when the Celtics had the momentum. Drew Holiday sets himself. Decent look, but his 3 is no good. Rebound comes right to Jaylen Brown, who steps through and gets fouled. I think they're going to give him free throws.
No, I think they're staying on the side here as it chopped down. Oh, really?
Tony Brothers was very quick to signal that Jaylen was into a shooting motion. Celtics by 4, 57.5 to go in the third.
And as you're saying, when you get into that situation and Brown turned the basketball, I mean, Tatum turned the basketball over. It's just easy passes. You do that against this Indiana team, they're gonna punish you. And another missed free throw.
Tatum's been bothered by that for the last almost year and a half now. The Pacers have done everything they need to do to stay in this game.
Yeah.
Fell behind 12-0. Then couldn't miss a shot for about an hour. Eventually took a 5-point lead. Celtics went on a 23-6 run to go up by 12, and here come the Pacers again. Indiana can make it a one-possession game with 48 seconds to go in the third. 93-88 Boston. McConnell pounding it. Shot clock down to 7. Shepard comes out, sets the high screen. McConnell throws it back to Shepard. Straightaway three. Nope. Rebound Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen is tripped in the backcourt. Neesmith falls on him. We first look to see if Jaylen is okay. And then you realize Indiana's 0 feet away from the basket.
No, they're going to look at this and see if this is hostile action.
Yeah, which they have to look at it, I suppose, because you also look at it because was Jaylen going to start a break and Neesmith hitting the ground inadvertently? That's why we called him crash. Tony Brothers goes to the scores table. This comes with 34 seconds to go into third quarter.
You might want to turn your microphone on there, buddy.
Yeah, the referee mic is not on, so nobody can hear what Tony Brothers is saying.
Flagrant foul.
So potential flagrant foul. I'm guessing it's not going to be.
No, I mean they call things funny. We didn't get a chance to see it, but it was at the leg area. Let me see here.
Yeah, I got.
I wouldn't give you that. He was just trying. He just ran back and ran to his legs. He didn't try to grab him, but he was trying to run back into play and ran right into Brown. I wouldn't call that.
Common foul.
So common foul, but Indiana's over the limit. So Jaylen Brown will do free throws with the Celtics leading by 5 and 34 seconds to go into third quarter.
The Celtics had a way really to get some great separation. As you said, the basketball gods are funny. It was Brown who had the basketball. It was Tatum who had the basketball, excuse me, and tried to, I'm not sure, a bowling ball pass that got stolen. And then remember, Indiana got 4 offensive rebounds. They couldn't score. Brown up to the line to shoot the first of 2 free throws. That's great. Funny people. Basketballs. Aren't correct for Jaylen though. 5 rebounds.
Jaylen misses another free throw though. 94-88. McConnell creeps to the elbow. And here comes McConnell. Racing out of the front court. Attacks Pritchard. Pritchard slows him down. McConnell brings it out of the wing. Puts in the hands of Nembhard. Nembhard against Drew Holiday. Finds Siakam. Siakam against Derek White. Siakam at the elbow. Throws the shoulder into Derek White. Push pass back out to Nembhard. Lines up that three. Rims out. Rebound. McConnell steals it. Shovels to Nembhard. Kicks to the corner. Open. Shepard. Three. No good. Celtics dodge one. Rebound Derek White.
McConnell.
And he has out Peyton Pritchard so far in game one. Derek White sees an opening, attacks the paint, stops and throws back to Tatum. Tatum spins away from Siakam, drives the right side, step back at 15. Tough shot is good. He's got 24 and 8, 96-95. Boston by 1. 10:29 to go in game one. TJ McConnell for Pascal Siakam straight away. Siakam switches to the left hand, drives on Horford, kick out. Shepard doesn't want to shoot, so we'll throw it back out to the far side. Nembhard finds Toppin. Toppin driving on Pritchard at the mid block, cradles the ball, muscles it out to the corner. Okay. McConnell runs out the shot clock.
That time just lost the shot clock. Pretty good defense then by the Celtics.
It always starts with one guy that doesn't take the shot in rhythm, and that was Shepard, who didn't want to shoot. The possession goes downhill from there. Boston by 1 and the ball. 10:08 to go in game one. Nail biter to start the Eastern Conference Finals. Pritchard moves to the Tatum. Tatum pressured by McConnell out at half court. Shot clock already down to 5. Tatum puts it in the left hand. Stops on a dime. Fumbles it back into his hand. He needs a miracle three. It circles the rim, no good, but the rebound comes right back to him. He steps through, scoops and scores off the front iron.
And who kept that basketball alive was Holiday here.
Holiday won a game 5 here from Milwaukee with an offensive rebound and a play on Marcus Smart 2 years ago. McConnell with Indiana down 3. Kick out Nembhard. Nembhard close ball. Which way?
Walk.
Yeah, 3-second violation on Toppin. And another Indiana turnover there, 15th.
Toppin just stayed in the lane. Never left.
How long are you keeping Halliburton out of the game, too?
How long are you keeping Brown out the game?
Brown's at 31 minutes, Tatum at 31 minutes. Derek White with Boston up by 3. Hits half court, 9:19 to go in game one. Jason Tatum deep in the left side against Siakam. Tatum over the shoulder pass. Horford catches at the elbow. Diagonal kick out. Holiday going to drive. Shepard holds his ground. Holiday throws the shoulder into the rookie. Bumps him, spins back to his left, falls away and hits. 6 straight for the Celtics. They lead by 5, 100-95. Nembhard jumps back away from Horford, misses the 3. Tatum deflects the rebound, but right into the hands of Shepard for the easy putback. Tatum jumped too early.
Shepard gets inside out then. Can't give up second chance opportunities.
Celtics are a -3 on the glass here in game one. The team that wins the rebounding battle has won over 80% of the game so far in the playoffs. Boston by 3. Tatum coming downhill, has Turner on skate. Steps to his left, 12-footer is no good. Turner, Siakam has the rebound. And here comes McConnell. McConnell chased by Pritchard. McConnell runs to the corner. Push pass out to the free throw line. Jumper's good for Siakam. 1-point game. Back and forth we go. Celtics with it. Right hand dribble. Slowed down by Turner. Now Shepard in front of him. Holiday starts his drive. Gets in deep. Goes off the glass and in. Shepard has not had a clue what to do with Drew Holiday. Holiday has been great here in game one. He's got 22 now. McConnell spins past Pritchard and gets the 2 right back. Time out, Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah, I'm in the washing machine then. That was the spin cycle. Then.
Off their record shooting game at Madison Square Garden. They have stayed with the Celtics blow for blow. 7:54 to go in game one. Boston 102, Indiana 101 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
David Pasternak plays here.
High slot now, McAvoy far side. Pasternak shoots, looking for the tip. It comes back to him. Fires. He scores! He's got another! Marchand, high slot, looks back door, swings it across, popping out Pasternak, shoots, he scores! Marchand's got it, right circle, Bergeron to Pasternak, shoots, he scores!
This is the home of the Bees. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Imagine travel that's unique. A trip that's literally customized just for you, with an expert private guide at your side. That's travel with Kensington Tours. Italy for art, Kenya for safari, Scotland for history, Vietnam for food, whatever trip you dream of. In over 100 countries worldwide, you enjoy exclusive access to the best of your destinations. See what it's like to see the world differently. Visit KensingtonTours.com today.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need one tool instead of two. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Boston, this is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5, the Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station.
So the Indiana Pacers have taken the Celtics' best shot so far. And we talked about the marquee matchups in the series and who was going to guard Halliburton. Was that going to be Holiday? And who's going to stop Tatum, the Siakam matchup? But the big matchup on the undercard everyone was excited about was Peyton Pritchard against T.J. McConnell. And that has been a mismatch here in Game 1. And that is why the Pacers are within a single point with 7:54 to go.
T.J. McConnell's got wherever he wanted to go. And then you still have the closer over there. Think about it.
Remember, too, the Pacers have played a lot of close games, crunch time minutes in the playoffs. The Celtics just played those couple, 2-3 crunch time minutes in Game 4 at Cleveland. That's it. Celtics have not been in close games for the most part in the playoffs, and they're in one tonight. Celtics have had double-digit leads in all 3 quarters, and all 3 times Indiana's come back. Celtics have the starting lineup back on the floor with 7:48 to go in Game 1, leading 102-101. Ball in the hands of Tatum. Deep on the left side. Neesmith holding his ground. Now Jaylen Brown pump fake drive into Halliburton, who reaches in, slaps the ball away out of bounds. Celtics will keep it, but we're down to 6 to shoot. Late game execution. Derek White will trigger, under out of bounds, lobs it all the way out to Al Horford, now puts it in the hands of Drew Holiday, 4 on the shot clock. Holiday driving on McConnell, gets it deep, hangs in the air, runs it off the glass, no good, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in.
Right back at McConnell then.
Yeah, and Holiday has really made McConnell work on the defensive end. 104-101, Halliburton thought about a tying 3, instead puts it back in his pocket. McConnell for Toppin, up fakes the 3, Tatum the challenge. Toppin exposes the ball, loses it. Derek White chased it down. Toppin turns it over, give Tatum the credit on the defensive pressure. Derek White, offensive end, stop and start on Toppin, stops in the mid-block, floats it back out to Holiday. Plenty of time, 13 on the shot clock. Tatum comes to get it, Neesmith reaches for it. Tatum controls it. Tatum throws the right shoulder into Neesmith, dribbling with his left hand, 6 on the shot clock. Tatum, top of the circle, backs him down to the free throw line. Tatum, and the play is blown down. We're going to have foul Neesmith. They let him chuck Tatum once, but not 2, 3, 4 times.
Checked him and kept checking him.
That now is 4 fouls on Neesmith. First foul called on either side here in the fourth quarter with 6:52 to go. Rick Carlisle doesn't like the call. Tatum inbound to Al Horford. Al standing on the three-point line. Turner reaching for the ball. Derek White gets free, lobs it, bad pass, overshoots Tatum, and the Celtics. You're going to turn the ball over against Indiana because of the way they play, but so many unforced turnovers tonight. Pacers with the ball down by 3, 6:38 to go. McConnell shovels it for Turner, kick out Halliburton. Halliburton Long cross court. McConnell is open, looking for the tying three. No good. Back iron. Rebound. Punched by Turner all the way out to Neesmith. Hand to Halliburton. Celtics get turned around defensively and back into position here with 9 on the shot clock. Halliburton gets the Turner screen. Jump pass to Turner. Lobs it up for Toppin. Derek White gets in the passing lane and knocks it loose.
Good hands down by Derek White.
Big defensive play made by Derek White. Boston by 3. Here's the entry. McConnell reaches in front of Jaylen Brown. Knocks it away out of bounds. Celtics have been so sloppy floating passes tonight.
You cannot float it around this kid. You float it. He's going through. You got to run through the passing lane to grab the basketball. Now he's out the game, so feel a little bit better about that.
104-101. Boston by 3. 6:10 to go in a game one that's largely been played inside a phone booth. Jaylen Brown. Deep, gets a Derek White screen. Halliburton jumps at him. Jaylen with 9 on the shot clock. Spins to his right. Hangs in the air. Floats it up. Air ball. Rebound. Holiday saves it. Kick out to Horford for 3. It is no good. And the rebound belongs to Turner. Al Horford is not had a good night shooting open threes. Halliburton switches to the right hand. Kick out into the corner. Waiting. Neesmith. 3. No good. Al Horford fouls Turner or make it Siakam in a loose ball situation. Even though he got the rebound, they'll call the foul on Horford.
See, I love this. Siakam just went flying. No, at that point, no. But he baited the officials in making that. Oh.
Celtics fall asleep. Entry to Nembhard, but Holiday closes the distance. Kick out Turner. Contested 3 is good. Tie game. Oh, how good has Turner been here in game one? 23 points, 9 rebounds. And we start over again. Game one is tied with 5:32 to go.
Celtics fell asleep twice then.
Drew Holiday, cross half court. Pacers playing with a world of confidence. And why shouldn't they? Holiday bounce pass for Horford. Moves it to Jaylen Brown on the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. Jaylen pump fake. Steps through on Turner. Forces it up. Doesn't get the bounce. Offensive rebound Horford. Horford muscles his way back into Siakam, but he misses the putback. Horford trying to save the rebound. Cannot. Indiana ball.
Horford was saying he was fouled. He was wrapped up then.
5:08 to go. Now it's the Pacers' turn to regain the lead. Tied at 104. 5 minutes remaining exactly right now if you're syncing up with TV. Siakam at the free throw line. Pulls up on Horford. Jumper is good. Indiana back in front. The latest run is 11-4 for Indiana. Celtics led by 13 late in the third quarter. Now Indiana up by 2. 4:41 to go. Jaylen Brown. Bad entry deflected by Siakam and stolen. Jaylen turns it over. Halliburton, offensive end, lead pass, all alone. Siakam right hand slam. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
How many turnovers have you got?
13 for the Celtics have led to 15 Indiana points. They've won that battle, but they're losing the war right now. 4:33 to go in game one. Indiana 108, Boston 104 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
The games play here.
Here's Vienno. He'll scramble in. Feeds the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Vienno a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right. Bruins crash to the front, left to the net. Coyle out in front. Gets Gibson out of position. He scores! Charlie Coyle with a dangle. Bruins 7, Ducks 1.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Waiting hours to have your vehicle's oil changed is a thing of the past. Say goodbye to long waits and dusty waiting rooms, and hello to convenience at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your full-service oil change takes about 15 minutes to complete, and you'll stay in the comfort of your own vehicle for the duration of your service. Plus, no appointment is ever needed. Go to NewEnglandOilChange.com to find a location and save a coupon for your next visit. Now open in South Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and Natick.
Whether you want to help with your plumbing business, plumbing career, or you need plumbing services, visit healthstartswithplumbing.com. Property owners and developers, don't let your project go down the drain. Plumbers, earn the wages and benefits you deserve. Visit healthstartswithplumbing.com.
John Sewer and Drain Cleaning, proudly serving Boston since championship banner number 13 in 1976. On call 24/7 to fix the drain emergency at your home, office, restaurant, or facility. Go to johnsewer.com.
John Sewer, we get the job done. Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
All year, they didn't take the Pacers seriously as a contender deep in the playoffs because they couldn't defend. Well, they turned that around in the second half of the year, and they've now held the Celtics to 12 points in the last 10, down 13 to up 4, 108-104 with 4:33 to go.
And think about it, the Celtics really have been their own worst enemy. Turn the basketball over. Turnovers come back to kill you. Let's look at one in particular. Sam Hauser creates a situation where the Pacers get that last shot. Halliburton gets off that three-point play.
That will be, if the Pacers win game one, the signature moment will certainly be the miracle Halliburton three to beat the buzzer at the end of the third quarter. Part of what was then a 16-2 Indiana run that is now 29-12.
Oh, another thing you look at, the strength of the Celtics has been also their bench play. Tonight, not so much.
Starting five against starting five, it's basically been even, but the Pacers' 4-point lead comes from the bench.
And this is, boy, I love this. Pacers come back and put pressure right back on the basketball.
Celtics have the starting five on the floor. 4.5 to go. Boston down 4. They have not had to win a game like this in the playoffs. Coming from behind.
Oh, good pressure here.
Al Horford hands it to Jason Tatum. 9 of the shot clock. Tatum bounce pass. Horford swings in the corner. Derek White for 3. Got it. Big bucket. Derek White's been doing it in the fourth quarter all year. Lead is down to 1 for Indiana. 108-107. 4:06 to go. Celtics 12 of 35 from 3. Indiana loves those numbers. Halliburton moving to his right. Chased by Holiday. Behind the back pass. Siakam thinking about it against Horford. Dribbling between his legs. Top of the circle. Kicks out with 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton spins. Holiday waiting. Halliburton throws good. Tatum's going to get the rebound. Celtics with the ball down by 1. Tatum's 9th rebound. He gets near the sideline. Nesmith reaches in, knocks it away out of bounds. Nesmith wants them to review a replay to see if it went off Tatum. But Carlisle's not going to waste it on that.
Tatum hurry up and got that ball in bounds, though.
3:36 to go. Boston down 1. Derek White, left-hand dribble. Halliburton on his shoulder. White spins, kick out Horford. Left to the rebound for Halliburton.
I can attack the rim there.
Outlet for Siakam. Horford trying to hold his ground. Siakam throws a bounce pass out to Nesmith. Nesmith ducks the shoulder, drives, hangs in the air, gets the bounce, score to the foul. Aaron Nesmith can put Indiana back up by 4.
Man. Driving all the way to the basket, gets a little contact, a little harm, throws that basketball up and just kicks it in. Down to 3-point.
Now we're approaching.
That shot, excuse me, about Tatum a minute ago.
Now it was a bit of a force, which is something he has not done throughout the playoffs, despite the rest of the world seemingly wanting him to. Boston down 4 again, 3:14 to go. Now we're arriving at the point of the game where Indiana now has to win this game. This would be devastating if they let it get away. 3:07 to go. Boston down 4. Derek White, right-hand dribble, looking for an opening. Kick out. Horford open. Celtics need it, and they get it. Al's 11th three-point attempt of game 1. His third make gets Boston within 1. 2:51 to go. 18-foot jumper good over Horford.
You're putting him right there. I love that. You're putting him right there at the free throw line. And he's too quick with Horford then.
Celtics down 3. 2:36 to go. 113 to 110. Derek White. Pressured by Nembhard. Cross-court Horford puts in the hands of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen turns the corner. Gets to the free throw line. Has to return it to Tatum. 8 of the shot clock. Back to Jaylen. Jaylen lines up Turner. Jaylen, one step. He doesn't want to shoot. Gets it back from Horford. Jaylen has to take the fall-away 3. No chance. Front iron rebound Nesmith.
Bad possession.
It was. Now Indiana can take it under 2 minutes to go. They lead by 3. Halliburton moves to the right side of the floor. Jaylen in front of him. Turner sets the high screen. Derek White jumps at Halliburton. Push pass. Nembhard turns, steps back on Horford. 19-footer is good. Indiana by 5 with 1:56 to go. Oh, Nembhard's been really quiet tonight, but he hits the big one here to put Indiana up by 5, their largest lead. Derek White hands to Jaylen Brown, turns on Halliburton, gets in deep, pump fake, and gets fouled.
Ooh. Surprised he didn't go up with that basketball.
I was too, and that may cost him a shooting foul. Yeah, it's going to be on the side. Jaylen got to the cup, but didn't go into a shooting motion as he got hit.
You say he got hit in the head. Are they going to look at this?
Jaylen's still down. Lying on his back under the basket. Jaylen was really good in the first half of this game, but not so much in the second half. Pacers can smell it now. Up by 5 with 1:43 to go.
You're right about that. Pacers have to win this game.
Yeah, they do now. Inbound to Derek White. Clock is rolling. 1:41 to go. Boston down 5. Derek White spins. Drives down the right side. Bounce pass all alone in the jumper spot. Holiday scores off the window. 115 to 112. Indiana now, you want to take air out of the ball, but that's not what they do. 1:28 to go. Pacers lead by 3. Holiday dogging Halliburton out near half court. Halliburton gets rid of it. To Siakam, hand back to Halliburton. Halliburton bounce past Siakam, open at the elbow, jumper no good. Celtics need the rebound. Derek White's got it. Gets knocked down by Neesmith. They don't call the foul, but White gets it away to Drew Holiday. Holiday into the front court. Hands to White. Trail 3, blocked from behind by Halliburton. He didn't hear him coming. Derek White thought he was open. He was not. And now the Pacers back in command, up by 3 with 1 minute to go. Halliburton jumps to his left, all the way deep jumper, banks out, rebound. Battle for it, loose ball foul on Indiana.
Wow. Wow. Indiana over the limit. Shoot a couple free throws.
That is the worst case scenario for Indiana with 57 seconds to go.
Whoa.
Pacers have their challenge if they want to use it, and they're going to. So, loose ball foul was called on Siakam, saying he fouled Jaylen Brown. What's interesting about the challenge here, with Rick Carlisle making the challenge here, and it's late in the game, so you don't want to waste it.
I'm looking at the vocals now of P.J. Carmellissimo over there.
Well, what I'm thinking here is, what are the odds Jaylen Brown's going to make both free throws? I'm not sure you're not better off saving your challenge, having Jaylen shoot the free throws.
Yeah, that would be. The foul was on Siakam here. Boy, Derek White just did not see Nembhard coming from behind. There was a battle on the inside. And when he puts this basketball up, Jaylen has done a great job of contesting, boxing now. And then what you are. Yeah, I'd give you that foul.
Challenge comes with 57.4 to go, and Indiana leading by 3. Now, what we want to see, they're not rolling the replay through to see what possession would have been, because that's important, too, when you're challenging.
Well, if you get this foul here, boy, that one almost banked in again.
Making the challenge unsuccessful. Brown will be on the line for 2 shots, and they will lose their timeout.
So the Pacers lose the timeout, but now you have Jaylen Brown, who has struggled from the free throw line, and he will have to take some big free throws here. We talked about this throughout the playoffs, that eventually the Celtics would be in a close game, and eventually Jaylen Brown's going to be at the free throw line in a situation where he has to make free throws, and now he goes there with Boston down by 3 and 57 seconds left.
Oh, you called it. Doesn't look like that's the most comfortable place he wants to be. It's when you settle up, get your feet, put those feet in the cement, and you knock down this shot.
Jaylen 3 of 6 tonight in game 1.
Well, you can have a groan if he misses.
61% in the playoffs. Here's the first one, right down the middle.
And they had a lot. They practice on this at the arena, at the practice facility, making noise, flagging them, doing all kind of stuff while he was shooting free throws.
Siakam and Turner inside. Holiday and Horford boxing out. Second free throw is in the air. Got it. We got them both. It's a one-point game. Can the Celtics get a stop now with 57 seconds left? Nembhard will bring the Pacers into the front court. Derek White in front of him. Nembhard goes to his right, looking for Horford. He's got Horford in front of him. Nembhard dribbling low. Stops at the free throw line. Elbow jumper is good. Nembhard hits a big one. Indiana by 3. 42 seconds to go. Derek White, front court. Timeout, baby. Joe Mazzulla. Everyone held their breath thinking Tony Brothers might have been calling an offensive foul. Not seeing that Joe Mazzulla creeped all the way onto the court, not liking the way the possession was going. Grabbing the timeout with 39.1 to go. Boston with the ball down by 3.
Whoa. That was... But what they're doing again, they're isoing. Number too quick for Al Horford. Isoed in the one-on-one. This time the step back little jump shot. Now if you're Celtics, you don't need 3, but you definitely need to score a basket here. So, but do you take 3 or not? Question. Now you're only down to 17 seconds here.
17 on the shot clock. 39.1 on the game clock. Celtics will come out of the timeout here down by 3.
They're going to look for the looks.
Celtics and Pacers played that one close game early in the year that was tied, the in-season tournament game, tied with a minute and a half to go. The Pacers won by 10 to go to Las Vegas, but a much bigger stage tonight, and the Pacers 3 times in this game, once in each quarter, trailed by double figures. 3 times they came from behind. Looked like they had this one in pretty good stead, up by 5 with a minute and a half to go, but now it's a 3-point game in Boston ball.
If you penetrate, Al Horford's going to be wide open from the 3-point line.
Derek White will trigger the side out of bounds. Celtics have arrived at their first must moment of the playoffs. Bad pass, but Tatum saves it. Steps into an open 3. It bounces short. Rebound for Nembhard. He falls down, but gets the pass away to Halliburton. Halliburton fumbles it. Neesmith dives to save it. He came up with the ball, but he landed out of bounds. And the Celtics get a huge break and get the ball back.
Goodness. The ball just went right off his foot. But
and
Tatum
now a chance for redemption as Tatum misses a wide open 3 that would have tied the game. Will he get another chance now? Tatum in the front court as Derek White picks it up and walks through the logo. 24 seconds to go in game 1. Derek White, stop and start, drives past Neesmith, runs it off the glass, no good. Scramble for the rebound, Tatum's got it. Falls away at the free throw line, no good. Rebound, Turner gets it away. 10 seconds to go, Celtics have to give the foul, and the Pacers are going to get game 1.
Wow. Wow.
The Celtics did have the foul to give, so the best hope now the Celtics have is the Pacers throwing the ball away. That could always happen the way they've turned it over tonight. Remember, 18 Indiana turnovers. Now can they get it in safely and make a free throw?
How much time you got to get across the free throw line?
30-second official timeout. Nembhard might have a cut. So looking now at seeing Tatum miss shot was at 4, and Turner rebound was given with 14.4 to go. So it looks like the Pacers would have 3+ seconds to get it across half court.
That is, if you got to get up on the basketball. But man, Tatum had a wide open look.
Reminiscent of the game the Celtics lost in Denver when Tatum had the wide open look and he missed it. And the talking heads are going to be salivating for the next 48 hours to talk about Jason Tatum. But full marks a 3 to beat the Knicks. They don't go down 3-0. They survived that series long enough. They win big at Madison Square Garden, and they shoot 57% in game 1 tonight. Now, they have to get it in, leading by 3 with 10 seconds to go. And then get it across half court. Nembhard gets it into Siakam. He deflects it out of bounds. That's Boston ball. The Pacers did the unthinkable, and they turned it over.
Just impossible. Impossible.
The ball went right off Siakam out of bounds. And how many chances are the Pacers going to gift the Celtics to get back into game 1?
The basketball
This thing was over.
Yeah. Basketball guys have to come in a minute here and say something. You give me that many opportunities. No.
Celtics take their final timeout. There isn't really time to extend the game if you think about it. There's 8.5 to go, and the Celtics are out of timeouts. So if they get a 2, they would have to do it within a second or 2 here.
Well, if you're the Pacers right now, guard the three-point line. That's all you're doing. You guard the three-point line.
Do the Pacers foul? And when do you do it? Most coaches like to go under 5 seconds before they foul. All year you've wondered what the Celtics have for a must-have three-point play late in the game. And why haven't we seen it much? Because the Celtics have spent the last 8 months beating the living daylights out of teams. They haven't been down by 3 with 8 seconds to go.
And who is the guy you love to have in a game like this? Porzingis.
Yep. So the Celtics have been gifted chance after chance after chance. Siakam turns it over, and the Celtics get it back down by 3 with 8.5 to go.
What did they set up?
Holiday will trigger the under out of bounds. Do the Pacers try and foul off the inbound? Holiday's got it. No timeouts. He's got to get it in. Throws to the corner. Jalen forces it up over Siakam. No! He tied it. He did it. Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. And the Pacers have given away game 1 for the moment.
Oh.
Now, can they steal it back?
And Brown is saying he got fouled as he shot this basketball. Let's see. It could have been.
Jalen was done in the corner. He put it back in his pocket. Siakam put his hands behind his back so he wouldn't be called for a foul. Jalen forced it up and over him, falling to the ground with a 3 that has tied game 1 with 5.7 to go.
And it easily could have been called in. Oh my goodness. No way.
There are no words for how unspeakable a loss this would be for the Indiana Pacers if it gets away. However, it is now the Celtics that have to defend with 5.7 on the clock. And as long as Halliburton's out there, your heart's going to beat faster. This game was over.
And here's the thing about the Pacers. They have several shooters out there. The other guy over there, too. I would take, this is when I would take Al out. I'd go small if I was the Celtics.
The Celtics do not have a foul to give. 5.7 to go for the Pacers to get one good shot to get game 1 back. We're tied at 117. What a crazy finish. Nembhard will trigger the inbound. Lobs it to Halliburton. Halliburton to his right. Gets to 20 feet. Tatum chases him behind the line. Halliburton forces it up. No good. It's overtime. And the Indiana Pacers, who could not miss a shot in Game 7 at Madison Square Garden, can't make one or create one in the final seconds of Game 1 tonight after giving away a 4-point lead in the final seconds.
That is crazy. That we talked about the basketball guys, how they give up and how they take it away. They turn the ball over. They turn it over again. They give you another opportunity, and you don't get a good shot off then. Good play then by Tatum, staying down, pressure on the basketball, hands up. He couldn't see it. He looked for another miracle. No miracle there then.
Pacers led by 5 with 1:43 to go. Then led by 3 in the final seconds. Celtics had several chances. An open Jason Tatum 3, which he missed. They got an offensive rebound. Derek White missed a layup. Then when Turner secured the rebound with 14 seconds to go and the Celtics down by 3, it looked like we were absolutely done. But then the inbound got thrown away after the Celtics had another chance with 8.5 to go. Inbound thrown away. Siakam couldn't control it. Celtics got it back. Jaylen Brown ran to the corner. And what about Siakam with the chance? Jaylen Brown, Max, put the ball back into his chest. Siakam could have fouled right there, and you would have sent Jaylen Brown to the free throw line. up by 3. Instead, Siakam put his hands behind his back and might as well have closed his eyes and hoped for the best as Jaylen Brown knocked down a 3 to send game 1 to overtime.
It came close to him fouling then. In that situation, it was close to him fouling. Oh, my goodness. I can't even
How many
fathom.
times, Max, have you said in that foul, and Jaylen Brown didn't go up right away? He pulled the ball back in and basically begged Siakam to foul him. He didn't. And Siakam watched Jaylen Brown knock down the corner 3 that has sent game 1 to an improbable overtime period.
This is stupid now. This isn't basketball. This is stupid ball.
But as much as a crazy, think about why we're here, Max. Jaylen Brown just hit a ridiculous 3 for the quarter, but Halliburton's one was even crazier to end the third.
Yeah.
We have seen some things in our 23 years together. This one is making its way slowly to the top of the list. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals is about to begin overtime.
Wow. If you are Indiana, can you compose yourself to say this thing was all but over and then all
just
of a
gave
sudden...
it away. They just gave it away. All right, overtime going to begin with a jump ball. Miles Turner and Al Horford. Horford wins it to Jaylen Brown. Celtics will get it first in the overtime. 5 minutes on the clock to see who gets game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Derek White deep on the left side against Halliburton. Tatum frees him with the screen. Ball moved back to Holiday left side. Bounce entry, Tatum. Drop step, goes around Halliburton. Jump pass deflected by Turner. Jaylen saves it. 4 on a shot clock. Jaylen launches a 3. It's on line but short. And the rebound for Siakam. Not a good first possession for the Celtics in the overtime. Nembhard lead up the right side. Nesmith returns it to Halliburton. 30 seconds into the overtime. The tie score is 117. Halliburton against Al Horford. Gives it up to Nesmith. Nesmith turns the corner, falls away on White. Tough 2 is no good. Rebound Jaylen Brown.
You know Nesmith is going right almost every time.
Jaylen, shovel pass back to White. He's open, but he gives it up to Tatum. Bounce pass to the corner. Al Horford, 3 no good. Rebound. Drew Holiday steals it. Spins away from Nembhard.
Wow. You know, something else you're going to have to look at, Sean. Guys are going to be tired now. The minutes are going to log for a lot of these guys.
21 years ago, these teams met in game 1. And that game went overtime. That was Paul Pierce going 19 of 19 from the free throw line as the Celtics stole game 1 on the road of that series. We are a minute into a scoreless overtime. Holiday and Nesmith will jump it at the free throw line. Jump ball belongs to Nembhard. Nembhard into the front court. Attacks Derek White. Holiday knocks the ball away, but on a reach in, they'll call the foul. Should be on the side here. And it is.
Easy call, man. That was no shooting.
The Pacers composed enough as a young team to go into Madison Square Garden and win a 7th game. Now that they have handed game 1 back into the hands of the basketball gods, can they compose themselves here in the overtime? Halliburton straight away, steps to his left, launches the 3 over Horford, got it. Halliburton's got 22. It's his 6th 3 of game 1. 120 to 117. Indiana by 3. 3:33 to go in the overtime. Derek White gets a screen from Tatum. White dribbles behind his back, gets around Halliburton, shovels to the corner. Tatum sets himself, misses the open 3, and the rebound for Turner. And Tatum, who has struggled shooting 3s throughout the playoffs, is 1 for 7 here in game 1. Halliburton to his right, his 3, no good, long rebound. Tatum has it ripped away by Nesmith, but Holiday saves it. And then Nesmith reaches up for the ball and pokes him in the eye, committing the foul. Now, Derek White is arguing for a transition take foul. The officials are not even going to discuss it.
Tatum was ahead of the pack now.
Five fouls on Nesmith. Tatum played 42 minutes. Jaylen Brown 41. Derek White to his left. Here's the dribble handoff. Jaylen Brown against Halliburton. It's trailed by 1. 120 to 119. Nembhard into the front court. 2:45 to go in the overtime. Do you believe this ball game on Causeway Street tonight? Nembhard to the free throw line. Finds Siakam at the elbow. Siakam backs down Derek White. Bounce pass Nembhard. Attacks Horford. Horford reaches out. Blocks the shot. Tatum's got it. Goes around Halliburton. Flies through the air. Blocked from behind, but Horford has the offensive rebound. Puts it back up and in. However, what did they call? Did they call a foul first? It is not a basket. Neesmith fouls Tatum. Neesmith is fouled out. No basket, but Tatum will shoot free throws to try to give Boston the lead. Neesmith fouls out with 2:27 to go in the overtime. It's so loud in the building you can't hear the whistles.
But tell you what, give Neesmith credit for saving the basket.
He did.
Because that was a dunk. Tatum comes in. I'm not sure if you want to foul or not, but he fouled him. Now Tatum at the line.
Celtics have missed 6 free throws tonight. 3 for Jaylen Brown, 2 for Tatum, but he makes the first one here, so we're tied with 2:27 to go in the overtime. TJ McConnell is the one who replaces Neesmith, who's fouled out.
That's the danger himself.
Tatum, second free throw, right down the middle. Celtics get their first lead of the overtime. 121-120, 2:25 to go. TJ McConnell into the front court. Turns the corner, drives baseline, floats it up, no good. Al Horford can't keep the rebound inbounds. Looked like he got jostled. Derek White defended McConnell, but Horford couldn't grab the loose ball.
TJ got back in, almost made a play on that basketball to get the rebound.
So white knuckle night. TJ McConnell under out of bounds all the way out to Siakam against Tatum. Siakam dribbling between his legs. Tatum stays in front of him. Siakam floats it all the way back out to Halliburton. 5 on the shot clock. Halliburton is deep. Floats to the Siakam. Siakam forces it over Derek White. No good. Rebound. Al Horford. Great defense. Team defense from the Celtics. White with the stop. Jaylen Brown offensive end. Celtics by 1. 1:56 to go. Ball in the hands of Tatum. Out of the logo. Nembhard comes out to challenge. Holiday sets the high screen. Tatum, bad pass. Threw it to nobody. Picked up by Halliburton. He's open. But Derek White fouled him from behind while shooting a 3. Devastating turnovers on both sides tonight. The latest by Tatum. And now Indiana will take the lead with Halliburton going to the free throw line with 1:46 to go.
He tried to do the same thing that Halliburton did to him.
Yes.
Halliburton didn't see him coming, but hit him on the arm.
The Indiana Pacers have 3 free throws in the entire game. Now they will get 3 now. Halliburton gets the first. This comes with 1:46 to go.
You know, mine's bodies are tired, but mine's are even tireder now.
4th turnover for Tatum. Pacers have the lead on the second free throw. Both teams have their timeouts. Celtics do not have a foul to give. Indiana has 1. Halliburton gets all 3 free throws as you would expect. 123-121. Points off turnovers. 25-21 in favor of the Celtics here in game 1. Ball in the hands of Tatum against Nembhard. Finds Jaylen Brown. Straight away gets Siakam. Jaylen going to drive. Ball punched away out of bounds by Turner. Celtics will keep it 8 to shoot. Trailing by 2 with 1:30 to go in the overtime. Is this going to be the defining game of the series? Derek White triggers the under out of bounds. In safe to the Tatum. Shot clock is low. It's at 6. Tatum drop step, drives, hangs in the air, misses a layup. Rebound. Turner has it pulled away by White, who kicks it out to Holiday. White runs to the corner, catches, up fakes, gets bumped and fouled by Turner. He got the shot away, but Tony Brothers is saying Turner fouled him on the floor. And the Pacers, how many times could they have secured this game, but they can't get a defensive rebound now? The Celtics missing shot after shot here late.
Boy, it's going to be a record. Boy, they're going to talk about Tatum.
There's no doubt about that. Derek White on the wing. 9 on the shot clock. Enters. Tatum gets away from one man, scoops it up and in. Scored the foul on TJ McConnell. He wrapped him up, but not nearly hard enough. And now Tatum, after missing all of those shots, can go to the free throw line to give Boston a 1-point lead with 1:12 to go in the overtime.
Wow. This game just don't want to go away.
This would be flat-out robbery if the Celtics survive game 1. Free throw. Got it. Celtics have the lead. 124-123. Clock rolling with 1:09 to go in the overtime. Now it's Halliburton's turn.
Both teams
25 points, 10 assists. Halliburton moving to his left. Holiday dogging him. Halliburton dropped it out of bounds. Holiday forces Halliburton into a turnover with 62 seconds left. Drew Holiday has been a Tasmanian devil all night in game one.
What defense that was. He was locked into that guy's doggone jock.
Now the Pacers wobbling. Can the Celtics throw the big punch as we go into the final minute of the overtime? Boston by 1. Derek White going slowly, straight away up top against Halliburton. Halliburton comes to challenge. Tatum sets the high screen. 10 on the shot clock. Derek White down the left side. Pump fake. Kick out. Open. Tatum steps to his left. 3 in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man. Oh, Tatum. Yes, yes, yes.
And 1,000 talking heads go silent as Tatum drills the monster 3 to put Boston up by 4.
I got your talking head right here, buddy. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
42.8 to go in the overtime.
You made the best observation. The Pacers cannot lose this game. I don't care what happens. They have to find a way to come back in this basketball game, because this reminds you so much of that first game they had with the Knicks, where you said, okay, we got the Knicks, and then the Knicks beat them. But you give them 4 marks.
Flash forward if nothing changes here, Max. Rick Carlisle's going to go into that news conference. He's going to talk about free throw disparity. He's going to talk about being the underdog. He's going to do all those things. But he knows in his heart of hearts that his team had this game in their hands.
Oh my goodness, it was bad news.
And now they need the Celtics to do what they did and give it back. Indiana led by 5 late in the fourth and led by 3 in the final 10 seconds. Now it's Boston up by 4 with 42.8 to go.
So you're trying to say Dumb and Dumber? Is that what you're trying to say, that movie? If that's what you're looking at, you make that kind of play.
Halliburton, side out of bounds against Drew Holiday. Inbound to Siakam. Jaylen Brown right on Siakam. Who moves to his right. Siakam drive. Spins in the paint. And Jaylen reaches in and rips the ball away from Siakam. Jaylen into the front court. Bounce pass back to Tatum. Cross court. Al Horford's got it. And Joe Mazzulla races into the front court as if his life was in danger to call the timeout.
Joe Mazzulla looked like he was running after one of his kids, and the kid was on fire. Drop, roll, son. Drop and roll.
1 seconds remaining in a game we won't just be talking about tomorrow. In a game we might not be talking about just for the length of this series, but in a game we will be talking about for years.
Years to come, if the results are what they are now. Because the Pacers, this is a Larry Bird moment. Larry Bird against Detroit moment, when they got back in this game with a steal that they should not have had.
And people ask me why I didn't take the TV jump.
Wow.
127-123. Boston by 4. 31 seconds remaining in the overtime. The Celtics have not been great from the free throw line, but the Pacers are going to need an awful lot of help now.
This is crazy.
This is going to be that 2-mile bus ride for the Pacers back to their hotel is going to seem like a marathon. They are going to be sick tonight.
If you want to make some money, go give them some kind of doggone pills, because they're going to need them tonight.
Now, can the Celtics execute in the late game better than Indiana did in regulation? Derek White will trigger the side out of bounds. Tatum trying to get free. It's in safe to Drew Holiday. Holiday muscle throws it off Halliburton out of bounds to keep possession as McConnell and Halliburton had him pressured. Tatum tried to get free, but couldn't get through the Pacers to get the inbound. Now Tatum will trigger it. 14 on the shot clock, 28 on the game clock. Boston by 4 here. Tatum's got it. It's in safe to Drew Holiday. Finds White. Gets backdoor cut. Lays it in. Celtics by 6.
Stick a fork in them. They're done now.
McConnell Pushes Toppin into the front court. Toppin drives. He's looking for a two. Now throws to the corner. Siakam, he attacks the paint. Throws it up and scores with the right hand, but they don't need twos right now. That cuts it to 4. 17.5 to go. Inbound safe to Holiday, and Halliburton gives the foul in the backcourt, and the procession to the free throw line will begin with Drew Holiday with Boston up 4 and 16.7 to go.
I've been around a lot of games. This might be the most improbable game the Celtics have ever won. And I've been around forever. I think I was around when they didn't even have air in the doggone balls. Drew Holiday was fantastic. Now, the Celtics going to have this other thing they're going to have to do. They're going to have to find out about their bench scoring. Because tonight, they were exposed tonight with their bench players. And you're talking about Al Horford having to go long minutes again.
Pacers had a 97.4% win probability in the final seconds of this game. Holiday makes the free throws. 131, 125, 15 seconds to go. Halliburton jump pass gets to McConnell, and the Celtics give a foul.
Yeah.
As might as well play the free throw game now. And what McConnell was going to do is try to drive and kick out. Now the Pacers won't get a three-point shot away. They'll get free throws with 12.9 to go.
You free throws, you shoot them, we'll shoot them. That's how you say. You can't be hurt unless you don't get the rebound.
McConnell gets the first free throw.
This was an amazing gut check, if I've seen it before. And what's that sound I'm not hearing now? Those knives that were sharpening up potato.
Whew. Don't worry, he'll still get his share, but he'll get him with the Celtics up 1-0. McConnell misses the second free throw. Loose ball foul on the Celtics, so we're not quite done yet. With 12.3 to go, Celtics are over the limit, so Toppin will now shoot free throws. Are you missing the second now? Down by 5 with 12.4 to go. You try to make the first. Or do you make it a one-possession game and then hope for the best?
Make it a one-possession game, Sean. Make it a one-possession game.
Toppin, 77% free throw shooter in the regular season.
Celtics are going to challenge.
Yeah, they've got the challenge, so they can challenge the call here.
What they're trying to say is Toppin comes over, and he is grabbing right now Tatum.
It's going to be a tough one to get an overrule. We got to work on the audio-visual club between now and game 2 to hear the officials, but Celtics are challenging the foul call, which is going to give Toppin free throws with Indiana down 5 and 12 seconds left. Toppin was on the outside, and he did initiate the contact. He hooked Tatum. Maybe there's a chance for an overrule here. I thought this was going to stand, but let's see.
Tatum, you got to be stronger than that, though. You start inside out and you push out like a hockey player. Right there, you don't let a guy get that close into the net.
There is a grab on the play, therefore the loose ball foul stands. The challenge is unsuccessful. Boston loses their timeout.
All right, unsuccessful challenge.
Well, this is another way to get a three-point play and make it a one-possession game.
So Toppin will get free throws. Celtics do not have a timeout. Keep this in mind. The Celtics have to get the ball inbound because they challenge and lose. Now after the Toppin free throws, the Celtics have to get the ball inbound.
This won't go away. Like a bad cold.
Now, Toppin goes to the free throw line. Not a great free throw shooter, but Indiana down 5 and 12.8 to go. First one. Good. Nembhard is on one side of the line being boxed out by Tatum. Siakam being boxed out by Horford. Toppin takes a long look at the second free throw, trying to make this a one-possession game with 12.8 to go. Free throw is in the air. It's good. 3-point game. Tatum waits. Referees have to go get the ball and hand it to Tatum, who has to get it inbound safely. Celtics do not have a timeout. Tatum's got it. 5-second count begins. It's in safely to Drew Holiday. Holiday gets it away to Derek White. Cross court. Tatum, he's into the front court, and the Pacers give the foul with 8.6 to go.
Release that ball earlier if you're Tatum, and you get more time off the clock.
So it's turned into a 34-point, 12-rebound game one for Jason Tatum.
Man.
Well, we have seen some things, man. We have seen some things over the years.
Yes.
You were waiting for that defining game and a run towards the championship as Tatum gets the first free throw, makes it a two-possession game again with 8.6 to go. And we have gone so long, it's 11 o'clock. So 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Boston, the home of the Patriots, the Celtics, the Rams, and the Bruins. Boston's home for sports is 98.5, the Sports Hub, a Paisley Media Group station.
Tatum's second free throw, right down the middle. Celtics by 5, 133-128. Pacers have one timeout left, not using it. Nembhard, long lead into the front court. Siakam's got it, touches to Halliburton, turns, fires the three, no good. Rebound, Jaylen Brown has it punched away, but he saves it into the hands of Derek White. Floats it into the front court to Drew Holiday as the clock hits triple zeros. Grand theft Celtics, they steal game one.
Grand theft auto, man. The automobile had the keys in it, and you left it running. Unbelievable.
The final score in game one of the Eastern Conference Finals, the game that may define not only the series, but the spring of 2024 for the Boston Celtics. They beat the Pacers in overtime, 133-128. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Jason Tatum plays here.
Tip the entry, the smart no-look bounce pass to the cutter. Jason Tatum, who lays it up and in with the right hand, and the Celtics are dancing right now. Brogdon across half court, and fans headed for the exits. Tatum, pull-up three, good night. You know what MVPs do? They still got 29 in the lane. Tatum to the right, pulls up on LeBron. They're isolated, right side of the floor. Tatum spins on the baseline, turns, fades, got it!
This is the home of the Celtics. 98.5, the Sports Hub.
¿Tiene cobertura de Medicaid? Tome medidas para asegurarse de que usted y su familia conserven la cobertura. Es fácil. Solo debe mantener actualizada su información de contacto para que el Estado pueda comunicarse con usted cuando sea su turno de renovar. Asegúrese de estar atento a recibir correspondencia del Estado de Rhode Island. Luego tome medidas de inmediato. Si tiene seguro médico a través de Medicaid, es fácil asegurarse de conservar la cobertura. Para obtener más información o pedir ayuda con su renovación de Medicaid, visite staycovered.ri.gov.
It's outside the Celtics locker room. The hardest thing to do is to put into some kind of perspective something that happens in real time. But of all of the things you've been through in your basketball life, how long are you going to remember this night that has just finished?
Yeah, it's a hell of a basketball game. Just two teams competing. Man, we got so much stuff that we need to do better. And, I mean, it's going to be a fun series, and it's going to be a lot of work. And I think we just made some big plays on the stretch. JB, big-time shot, big-time steal. JT made big plays, and that's just who we are. Everybody steps up and make a big play when we need it.
I guess the thing you say, you never say you're dead in a basketball game till the clock is done, because you guys were all but done, and you never gave up.
Yeah, we fighting to the end. 48 minutes. They're fighting to the end, 48 minutes. High-level basketball. More work to do, though.
What does it mean to know after a year in which you guys essentially bludgeoned the entire league? There were so many nights you won by 20, won by 30. There weren't a lot of these games. Now that you've been through one, now that you have been through a crucible, survived it,